Yo, what's up everyone? What's up PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing it back. Like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know, Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out. Get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast. A podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up everyone? What's up PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. You already know what you getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing, and you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing it back. Like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You You know Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out, get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up everyone? What's up PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introductions. You already know what you getting, and that is facts with a discussion. The greatest to bless the mic without the needless interruption. Face it, we got an anatomy like a little bite of me for a concussion. You know what's up, man. I mean it when I seen it. I was proud of these brothers. They entertain the people every week without cussing. And you don't ever hear the drama. They keep it clean on the podcast. Independent duo doing it big when they broadcast. Haters hate to see them doing positive things. PlayStation Nation got you, ain't it obvious, man? We pulling up every week and showing love in the chat. Unlike these other channels, these guys are showing their back like, what's up?
What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
They don't need no introduction. Persona, the gaming politician, politicking for the come up. Division and vision require precision, decision that gotta be thought of. The potential is exponential. Gamer credentials is what they brought us. Get caught up. You know Bari bring the passion when he's speaking from the heart. He the best lisp on YouTube, climbing up the charts. And when Persona speaks, he gon' tear the mic apart. Intellectually, of course, cause you know the boy's smart. They cover the news with integrity, so you know it's a must watch. Ain't no console war, just two brothers being a font. What's up, PlayStation got the Saturdays locked. And if you ain't tuning in, you missing out, get blocked.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up.
Yo, listen, man. I really do appreciate everyone that always comes through to rock out with me and Bari, man, on What's Up PlayStation podcast, a podcast by fans for the fans, or by the community for the community, I should say. Listen, man. For me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. If you enjoyed listening, definitely subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm a PlayStation fan too.
Yo, what's up everyone? What's up PlayStation Nation? You are now tuned in to the What's Up PlayStation podcast.
What's up? What it is, what it do? What's up? What it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tug. Saturday mornings, y'all know what's up. What it is, what it do? What's up? it is, PlayStation, what's up? J Bari and Persona got it locked in the tub.
Yo, but
Crazy.
if it no audio, let me know, guys. Yo, what is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? Welcome to another episode of What's Up, PlayStation Podcast. Man, technical difficulties. You know, I mean, just to give you guys some transparency, what happened. So me and Persona, we're doing the show where, you know, we're just talking, getting ready for the show to start. And then all of a sudden, sound just went out. All of the sound, it was showing up on like my Wave XLR, everything. But I couldn't hear it through my headphones. So I had to restart my computer to get everything synced up back again. And that's why there was like a pause and delay with the podcast. But we do apologize. You know, it does happen when you go live. But hey, man, we got a good show for you guys, and hopefully you guys can enjoy this one, because trust me, we got a lot to talk about.
It's gonna be crazy.
But for those that are new to What's Up PlayStation Podcast, we are a PlayStation-centric podcast where we talk about the latest. And I mean the greatest, the good, the bad, the ugly news of PlayStation throughout the week. I am one of your hosts, Jay Bari, and I got the best list on YouTube. And yeah, man, we're going to have some fun, man. We're going to have some fun. See the beautiful PlayStation Nation in the chat, the beautiful WUPS Nation in the chat. What is good, guys, man? You know what I mean? We definitely appreciate you guys coming through and supporting What's Up PlayStation Podcast for the whole entire 3 years we've been doing this podcast. 3 years.
3 years. My
3 years, man.
Crazy.
It don't get no better than that, man. But like I said, I am just one of the hosts here at What's Up PlayStation Podcast. What's Up PlayStation Podcast is a two-man crew, two-man team, two people at the helm of this ship, and you see the brother right below me. It's the story of a podcast called What's Up PlayStation Podcast. But then, my bro, gaming with Persona. Your Persona, what's good, man?
Hey, yo, man, y'all know they about to be USPS.
Oh yeah,
yo, shout out to y'all in the chat, man. It's your boy Persona. Gaming with Persona, the other half of the What's Up PlayStation Podcast crew, man. Happy Saturday, episode 138. It's gonna be a great show. It's gonna be fun, entertaining, and yo, man, it might even get a little heated. And Bari, I'm repping your merch today. Listen,
whoa!
So I woke up. You understand? I was like, yo, today we're doing a podcast. I know we're gonna be talking about a couple things and some things. And I was like, I might even speak from the heart. So you know, I got the official. Speak from the heart merch on, you feel me? You know, speak from the heart hoodie. You know, I'm feeling good, Bari. I'm feeling good, man, with the speak from the heart. You understand?
As you should.
But yo, shout out to the people, man. Shout out to the WUPS community. Shout out to the WUPS Nation members. Shout out to anybody that's new here for the first time that's finding our podcast. You know, we hope you enjoy your stay. We hope we earn your like, and by the end of the show, even your subscribe. Who knows? And It's gonna be a good show. Listen, I think we might get rare form Bari today, guys. I think we might get Bari in rare form today. There's a couple topics that I know me and Bari are gonna nerd out on, but then there's one topic. There's one topic that I know Bari gonna go in. And I'm gonna bust his chops. You understand? I might even join in on the fun. Who knows? But yo, I'm happy to be here, man. Shout out to y'all.
Listen, man, we're gonna go in today, man. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a fun one. Like someone said, hopefully you guys enjoy your stay here at What's Up PlayStation Podcast. If you guys don't mind, hit the like button, share the stream out, get the PlayStation Nation in here. We hope you guys enjoy the show. But let's get into it. Persona, man, how you feeling, man? Had a good week? Everything good? Everything all right? Everything fine and dandy? Everything copacetic?
Hey, yo, this week was a weird ass week for me. It was a weird week. Work was good. You know, a lot of projects and stuff like that going on. I had a weird experience this week though, but I won't tell you what it was. Bari knows, but I won't tell you what that weird experience was this week. But just know I had a really, really weird experience this week. Gaming wise, yo, too many games. It's gaming season. I told y'all once we're at the start of the second half of the year of the gaming onslaught, and this week is no short of that. Immortals I can't even talk. Immortals of Aveum, Firewall Ultra, Armored Core 6. Then next week we got Sea of Stars. Goodbye Volcano High. Bari, don't you say it. Put some respect on that Goodbye Volcano High. You understand? Don't make no face. And yeah, man, it's been a really great week, man. For me, personally, all things considered, it was a good week. What about you, man? How you feeling this week? How's everything?
Oh, that's what's up, man. I mean, this week was pretty good, man. Can't complain. You know what I mean? Had to go into the office a couple of times just to get some stuff done, you know, work wise, but it was a cool work week. A lot of training, a lot of new systems and stuff that we got to learn. I'm just happy that all the evaluations and everything, you know, when all that stuff is just done, you can just like, you just chill and relax. Yeah, gaming wise, man, yo, listen, man, if you play a lot of games, man, it's rough out here, man. It's hard to keep up. You know what I mean? It's like it's back to back out here, man. Hit after hit is dropping when it comes to the PlayStation side of things, man. You know, Immortals of Aveum, enjoying that. You know, then Firewall Ultra, then Armored Core, like you said, man. But this show, we're gonna have a lot of impressions. You know what I mean? Talking about those 3 games as well, man. But there's other stuff too that I'm playing, like, you know, the Final Fantasy series with a pixel remastered. I was picking back up World of Final Fantasy that's going through the Mirage boards and leveling those up. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, like that's why I said the other day, like, you ever play the game, you love the game, and you haven't played it in a long while, then when you come back to it, it's just like, damn, how do I play this game again? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that happened to me with a couple games that I went back to as well over the last week. So yeah.
Yeah, man. So I was planning on like, let me play at 2 hours and just like grind out. But I ended up staying longer because I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I could do this. Great battle system, man. Battle mechanic in that game, man. If you didn't play World of Final Fantasy, pretty much my game of the year 2016. I don't know what is wrong with you guys. Go and play that joint. That joint is lit, man. But yeah, it's been a great week, man. And you guys going to see it's been a great week as we get into these impressions or whatnot for the show. But yo, let's get these super chats in here. I see them coming through, man. Shout out to Games for Eternity with the $9.99.
Well, hold on. Before we do that, we gotta get to the new WUPS Nation members, man. Shout out to Ice Queen, you know, resubbing the WUPS Nation. Shout out to you, Ice Queen. You know, we always appreciate you, Ice Queen. And then we got Kyle Ward 789 resubbing for the WUPS Nation, man. Kyle Ward, you know, we appreciate you always, bro. Yeah, I ain't hear from him in a minute, man, but I know he hyped for that new Sonic. You feel me? That new Sonic definitely looking proper. And then you can get into the messages now. Go ahead.
Oh no, I see him. I was gonna go from newest to oldest, but I see Star Guardian with 11 months being a WUPS Nation member. Said 3 years of Bari and Persona greatness, straight heat. there's many more. Here's to many more. Much love to y'all PlayStation Platinum WUPS trophies. You know the vibes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Stargardy 88, man. He been rocking with us for a long time, Bari, man. Shout out to him.
Yes, sir. There we got my man King Keys.
Shout out to King Kiso, man.
With the 16 months of being a WUPS Nation member, to the best PlayStation podcast on YouTube. Appreciate y'all boys, man. Shout out to my man King Kiso. Cool guy. Cool dude. You know what I mean? That's my guy right there. That's our guy right there. And then we got Games for Eternity with the $9.99 iPhone user. So shout out to the WUPS boys. Also, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Let's go.
Hey, yo, listen. We're going to get into that Grand Blue. Listen, y'all see the video playing. I knew for a fact Bari was hosting this week. I knew for a fact Bari was going to have that Grand Blue Fantasy goodness playing for this podcast. That is one of my most anticipated games of the year. I'm going to get at Grand Blue. I'm going to get at side games a little bit for two reasons. I know Bari going to agree with that, but we're going to wait till we get to the Gamescom portion. But trust and believe, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink coming out early 2024. I can't wait for that game, man. That game is hype. I'm so excited for that game. Real talk. Very excited for it. Very excited.
We definitely going to get into and talk about it, man. But we got another one. Let's get my man Kyle Ward in the building. Yo, Kyle, appreciate the £5. Working on that Sonic Gen mod right now. Replaces enemies with the ones from Unleash. Oh, damn. Okay.
It's dope.
Yeah, so the Sonic generation games that came out. I'm pretty sure you saw the update with Sonic Frontiers. With the Supersonic 2. If that's what they're calling it. You know what I mean? But let's get into the rigmarole of how we do things here for the What's Up PlayStation podcast. Let you guys know the games for the week. But this week, we're going to let you guys know about the future games and some of the games that came out this week as well, that we know of. Shout out to Push Square. You know what I mean? Putting out the games for the week, every week. This week, I didn't see anything as far as the actual week we're in, but they have the next week games from August 28th to the September 3rd up for the PlayStation Store. So we're going to go through these games, and then we're going to go through let you guys know some of the games that came out this week as well. So the first game we have here is the Agatha Christie Hercule Poirot, the London case for the PS5 and PS4. Yo, this is a funny thing, man, because I have a friend that she loved Agatha Christie. He's like I think he's like a European like writer or whatnot, and love this character Hercule Poirot. And I used to mess up this name all the goddamn time. Where I'd be like, yo, Hercule Poirot, you know what I mean? And he's like, yo, and she used to get mad at me all the time. He was like, no, you better put some respect on I think he's like a detective or something, like a murder case detective. I never read the book.
It's pronounced Poirot.
No, it's pronounced Poirot. So P, so you pronounce it like PWA and then Ro. You know, it's like I think I forgot what it's like. It might be French or it might be like Belgium or something like that. One of them joints.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
I remember I used to mess it up, and she used to always correct me with it because she loved this series. Like it's like a whole book series. But it's coming to PlayStation 5, so if you guys enjoy.
So it's like a graphic. It's like a graphic novel game type of thing.
Oh yeah, it might be. Yeah, I don't know how they're doing it, but I'm assuming the same thing. Like what you're assuming. And then next up we have here is Crossfire Sierra Squad for the PlayStation VR 2. Goodbye Volcano High for the PlayStation 5 and 4. You know what I mean? Persona Game of the Year. You know what I mean? Then we have Rhapsody Car Kingdom Chronicles for the PlayStation 5. Sea of Stars for the PlayStation 5 and 4.
Fire.
The making of Karateka for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Under the Waves for the PlayStation 5.
They're trying to steal from Little Mermaid, man. What's going on here?
Hey, listen,
it better be a crab in this game.
Live to inspire, man. That's going to be the theme of a lot of these games coming out. Then we have Gourmet Warriors for the PlayStation 4. How to Escape for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Somerville finally coming to the PlayStation. 5, Tenebris, Pictura for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Trine 5, A Clockwork Conspiracy for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Yo, I'm so happy that the Trine games are still coming out, bro.
Yo, facts. Yo, listen, Trine 4, the Trine series is a really great series. I love Trine 4. That's where I kind of got into it at Trine 4 or 3. I think it was 3 or 4. I forget.
Think 3 is the first one I got into. My favorite, maybe
I think it might have been 3 or 4. But the Trine games are really good, like cool, like puzzle, platform style games, man. Like they're really fun games, and they're fun platinums as well. So I'm definitely gonna pick up that Trine 5 for sure. This one looks really beautiful too. Like it's very beautiful looking, very colorful.
Like colorful and all that.
Yeah.
Then we have War Hospital.
Whoa.
For the PlayStation 5. Then Bomb Rush Cyberpunk for the PlayStation 5 and 4. Like I said, guys, these are the games that's coming out next week. But this week we had Immortals of Aveum that came out. I think Blasphemous 2 came out as well.
Blasphemous 2, yeah. They come out.
Yeah, Firewall Ultra came out for the PlayStation VR 2. Obviously, Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon came out for the PlayStation 5 and 4. There's probably other indie games and smaller games that came out, but just to let you guys know, I guess those are like the bigger ones that came out this week. And these are the ones that is coming out next week. But if you guys are interested in any of these games, let us know in the comment section. Let us know in the chat. You know what I mean? And you might guys can spotlight one of these games. You know what I mean? For us. But before we move on, though, I want to say this. Big shout out to Chase Money, and big shout out to Genki Gamer for being a guest on What's Up PlayStation podcast the last 2 weeks. If you guys missed those podcasts, definitely go and check them out. Where we had Chase Money like 2 weeks ago, and Genki was last week that came in, man. Really dope, fun podcasts, and hopefully you guys enjoy it if you guys missed out on it. But yeah, big shout out to those guys coming on the show. And if you guys are interested in being a guest here at What's Up PlayStation podcast, let us know. Hit us up. You know what I mean? We'll probably schedule something in. And, when it pertains to, guests being on the show, we'll definitely DM or try to email people to get more guests on here. But it's never a requirement to be on camera. You know what I mean? We'll put a picture placeholder there for anyone that wants to be a guest. So if anybody's feeling a little scared or timid that they got to be on camera to come on WUPS, you don't have to be on camera. That's up to you if you want to do that, be on camera or whatnot. But we appreciate all the guests that we have here. Like I said, big shout out to Chase Money and Genki Gamer for being guests this month. Also another thing, Persona, during this month, we having the guest. We didn't have a podcast the first week. We decided that we're going to push the member topics, for all the WUPS Nation members to next week. So next week we're going to have that post go up to let you guys know that we're going to be doing member topics for next week's show, the beginning of the month, and get that thing rolling back again. For the first week of the month, going forward. Just last month was a crazy month, busy month. And we didn't want to just end it, the last podcast, having member topic. Meanwhile, we're going to do another member topic the first week. So, for those people that are WUPS Nation members and look forward to, putting their topics out there, we're going to start that thing up again next weekend. All right.
Yep.
Cool. Savvy.
Cool.
Want a card? Everybody good? Everybody all right?
Aesthetic.
Let's start the goddamn show, man.
Yes,
Spotlight games of the week, man. Persona.
Yes, sir.
Let us know what the Spotlight games of the week is, and what are your Spotlight games for the week, and are you going to break the rules?
Yeah, man. So we are in the Spotlight portion of the show. And for those who are new here, the Spotlight is where me and Bari will give you a game or games if we decide to break the rules that y'all can check out, right? It could be brand new games, it could be old games, it could be games from your childhood, it could be games that haven't even released yet. The purpose of the Spotlight is for us to spotlight games that we think you, the community, should check out. So, starting with me, if you've been following me on Twitter, if you follow me on Twitter at all, I think y'all know where I'm going with my Spotlight games for the week. Listen, it's going to be a list, and absolutely, I'm breaking the rules. You understand me? First game, Immortals of Aveum. I'm not going to go too deep into it, pause, because it's going to be it's going to be our we're going to have like a whole segment giving our impressions on these games, right? But Immortals of Aveum definitely surprised the hell out of me. This is definitely a game that I think y'all should definitely have on your radar and pay attention to, right? Even if you don't get it day one or right away, it really surprised me, man. Like I'm being honest, man. I went into this game with not really super duper high expectations, but I was expecting, especially coming off the cusp of Atlas Fallen, I was kind of like, another one. I'm going straight to another one from Atlas Fallen, especially after everything that Atlas Fallen had. You know, y'all know the bullshit I went through with the trophies glitching and this and that. Listen, so
Trophies
I was
ain't
kind of
glitch,
going
man. You ain't reading the description right. Stop blaming the game.
Part of it is that too. I ain't gonna lie, especially with the cosmetic. I ain't gonna cap. But going from Atlas Falling into Immortals of Aveum, I was definitely like, you know, like I was my excitement was kind of my expectations were a little bit lower.
Were you looking at a Metacritic score?
Nah, I don't give a fuck about no Metacritic. You know that. Second game, Armored Core 6. Now listen, the last Armored Core I played was on PlayStation 2. It's been a while. I love mechs, you know, I love Gundam and Megazords from Power Rangers and all that shit. Like I love that mech type of stuff. One of my favorite animes outside of Gundam is Eureka 7, right? Which is mech based, but it's kind of like a love story intertwined. It's like the mechs fighting and all this other. It's a great anime. If you haven't seen Eureka 7, highly recommend. Anyway, Evangeline as well as another one if you guys are into mechs. Anyway, Armored Core 6. I'm addicted. Guys.
I'm addicted
this
to you.
Game is so fun. It's just fun. And my boy Red Vader. And again, for those who follow me on Twitter, you already know who Red Vader is.
Red Vader.
My Red Vader, yes, sir. My boy Red Vader out here. But again, we'll go into much more detail in our impressions in a little bit. Bari, I'm about to make you happy. Pause. Yo, that sounded crazy. Yo, that sounded crazy.
Yo, what is on your nugget today, boy?
Yo, crazy. Pause. Yee's origin. Look at him. Hey, yo, look. Hey, yo, I know somebody gonna clip that. So I know somebody gonna clip that shit. Crazy. Yo, listen, Yee's origin is a game that, you know, I went back to because I was like, you know what, I got Yee's origin, and I was in like that Yee's mood earlier this week, like real early in the week. I was like, you know what, let me start from Yee's origin, I should say, you know, and kind of like get back into it. Yo, I love Unica. Unica as a character, she's dope, headstrong. You know, she's definitely kicking ass. And so, man, listen, Yee's origin is such a fun game. It's very enjoyable. I'm loving the music. I'm loving the combat. I'm loving the story and everything about that. Yee's Origin is definitely a game that, you know, I'm really, really loving. And, you know, definitely check that out. Last but not least, I'm gonna shut up, Bari. I'm gonna shut up. I know you're looking at me like, Persona, hurry up. Last two games. Y'all thought I was gonna end this spotlight without mentioning the two of my most anticipated games. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. You see the gameplay. I cannot wait for this game. Jita, Catalina, Siegfried. I got my squad, man. My squad is there. Y'all know the clips is going to be plentiful. I can't wait for this game. And you know me and Bari definitely going to be doing some online gameplay as well. Busting some of these fools up. I can't wait for Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. I got a bone to pick with you side games, but I'm going to save that for when we get to that part of the news. And the last but not least, one of the greatest games to release this year. It's not up for debate. Don't debate me, debate your mama. You thought I was going to end this spotlight without mentioning the most anticipated game of 2023? Spider-Man 2. October 20th, 2023. I cannot wait for this game. This game is incredible. I cannot wait. This is going to be one of the greatest games to release this year. And Insomniac, or the Insomnia gods, is about to set the bar again. That's my spotlights.
Absolutely, man. Wonderful spotlights. You know what I mean? This is why you my brother from another mother, from another borrow, from
You had to bring in the borough. You had to bring in the borough part.
absolutely, absolutely.
You see,
You know what I
y'all
mean?
see. It's the problem.
You know what I mean? Amazing spotlights, man. You know what I mean? If I was to give you a trophy right now, it would be a platinum.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Because Yee's Origins, love that game.
Love it.
Amazing game.
Facts.
Challenging game.
Facts.
I love Yee's, man. One of my favorites. And yeah, you know, I want more people playing. Yo, if Yee's 10 can sell 3 million, oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. You know what I mean?
I'm actually because you can't buy all of them on PlayStation. So the ones that I can't play on PlayStation, I'm gonna buy on Steam and play through those as well. Like I want to run through the entire series, and you can get all of them on Steam. Yeah.
Yeah, they got the older ones.
Yep.
My favorite one is the remake of 3, Oath of Flejana.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I have so much good memories playing that game, man. I was sitting up in a summer camp bunk, you know, as a counselor. When every time I had a break, I was playing that game, bro. You know what I mean? Because to be honest, Yee's 3 is actually my first RPG I played, Sega Genesis, man. Mm-hmm. And at that time, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was just, you know, just playing. But when I played the remake again, I was like, oh, love the series, man. But yeah, spotlight games for the week. You know the vibes, how we get down, man. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, you know what I mean? It got pushed out into 2024. You know, side games, they definitely kind of slick. They did the whole Final Fantasy thing, for sure. When it was like winter 2023. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. I'm not upset with it because the other game that I know is coming out 2023. It wouldn't make any sense for those games to be releasing back to back to back like that, which is Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising, which releases November 30th. You know what I mean? So yeah, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, great RPG. Great third-person RPG. Is going to be a great one. A lot of impressions is out there on the internet right now because a lot of people have been playing the demo. Some of the demos are stuff that we've seen like 3 years ago, but it's just like more fine-tuned. And you can definitely tell that there's a huge updates going on to the game because I remember the one Primal Beast that they were fighting, like the Stone Golem one. I remember seeing that like 3 years ago, and it was very choppy running back then. But now it's just so smooth. Everybody throwing out their skills. You see all the link attacks, the chain bursts going on throughout that demo that's played if you guys missed it. And it looks super good, man. So very, very excited to play Relink, man. It got a new release date, which we're going to talk about later on. But very, very excited to play that game. And I really can't wait to play some Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. And versus Rising, another game that I'm super excited for because I do love the versus game, and this is just an update to that game. You know, I mean, certain changes they made, kind of questionable, but you know, we just got to adapt it and see what's going to be, see what's the vibe when it actually does release. There will be a second beta coming, which is going to be an open beta for the game, which they're going to have the whole custom. Well, they're going to have the lobbies. I don't know if it's going to be custom lobbies, but there will be lobbies there. So if you guys, want to play or whatnot, definitely, get on whenever they announce the beta weekend for Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Next game, spotlighting. You already know the vibes, man. It's coming out next week. Another one of my most anticipated games, Sea of Stars, man. Sea of Stars, very, very cool battle system. I love turn-based battle systems that are very active. You got to be very active to do it. And this is no different here, you know what I mean? So when you want to attack, you're not just sitting down pressing the X button, let the character attack. You want more damage, you want critical hits, you got to press it right on time, to get those critical hits or whatnot. The same thing goes for defense. Back in the day when I was playing RPGs, when the characters was attacking me, I always pressed the button thinking that, it would mitigate the damage. And here in Sea of Thieves, that's actually the case here. So that's always something I've been doing anyway in these turn-based games where I always going to press a button just, to mitigate some damage. But yeah, man, very, very excited for Sea of Thieves as well. I mean, Sea of Stars as well coming out, man. Then September is going to be a crazy month, man. Crazy month. Been looking at the pre-orders. Sometimes I like to look at the pre-orders and I look at the best selling, you know what I mean? And I see one of the games it's pretty low down there, but I kind of wanted to get up there. So we're going to spotlight this joint once again. It's that Dragon Quest Infinity Shrash. It's called Shrash. Legend of Die or Adventures of Die, man. Yes, they showed a new trailer for the game. Looking amazing, explaining all the battle mechanics and stuff like that. It is looking super fun. You know what I mean? Going to be a cool anime game. I know this game is not going to be streamed. You know what I mean? Just due to the fact that, you know, they're going to copyright you, man, them anime games. But overall, the game is looking dope,
anime cutscenes, so
yeah, it's gonna block out. It's gonna block stuff out. Yeah. But at the end of the day, the game is looking good. It's looking clean, and I'm hoping more people can play it or find the time to play. I know it's gonna be crazy in September. There's a lot of stuff coming out, but hopefully you guys find the time to play the game, man. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Spotlight Games of the Week, because we're gonna get into our impressions, where we're gonna be talking about some of these games here, and it's quite a few of them. You know what I mean? So Persona, where you want to start, man? Where you want to start on the board, man? Oh, matter of fact, let me get my man Unicorn super chat with a £5. Said greetings from Dubai. Hunting far Dubai and worldwide for them Spider-Man digital plates. Yo, listen, Unicron, man. Unicron, man. If you can get them digital plates, send them my way, man. Send them my way, man. You know what I mean? I know there's one PlayStation fan up in this motherfucker that probably pre-ordered the digital plate and they don't even have a digital console. I know you're in this chat. I seen the pictures, man.
Uh-oh.
It's looking good. And I know you guys are in the chat. You guys are spiteful, inconsiderate, pre-ordering digital plates for Spider-Man 2. And you don't have a digital console. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Crazy. Uh-oh. Oh, the plates come next Friday. Now that I'm thinking about it. The place in the control. Oh, my fault.
This guy is going to bring that up.
My fault.
You couldn't let that controller come?
I
seen the email. I seen the email. You will be charged soon. I've seen the email.
All right. My fault. I'm just making sure, you know.
What place you got? Digital?
Yeah, I got digital plates. I got digital plates. I do.
If you get a little knock on your door, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
It's a jap move, man. Ski mask way.
Oh, man. Say it ain't so.
But let's get into the impressions, man. Let's get into these impressions. Let's start with Immortals of Aveum, Persona.
I kind of want to start with Firewall Ultra. Pick a bone with them boys real quick.
Okay.
Let's start with that Firewall Ultra, man.
Firewall Ultra, man. We're gonna talk about it, man. All right, let's go. Talk about Firewall Ultra. What's your impressions of the game? Are you enjoying it? Are you not enjoying it? Mm-hmm. What are your likes, your dislikes, the uglies, the good, the bad, the beautifuls? What's going on?
So, you know, Bari, I can't tell you if I'm enjoying or not enjoying the game because I keep getting kicked out of matches and lobbies. You know, listen, one thing about PlayStation VR 2 is it's a very unique device. It's a very fun device. It's ahead of its time. It's quality. The games that they're putting out there are definitely high quality, look very beautiful looking, fun games, right? Firewall Ultra is a game that I've been extremely excited for a very long time. And, you know, to finally get it and run into like day one lobby issues, you know, it was me, Bari, Court, Guap, DC was there, and somebody else was there. I'm forgetting, but you know, trying to play with some of the fellas and people in the community. We tried 3 or 4 times, kept getting kicked, kept getting, you know, I would go into a lobby and it wouldn't be nobody else there but me. And then like whenever you try to join back to somebody, if I try to join back to like Bari or DC or whoever, Court, I would run into issues. And, you know, that kind of harkened on my experience. So I was like, all right, man, like I don't feel like dealing with this. So I kind of like, you know, like, all right, I'll come back later when it's better. But, you know, playing in like the training room and and playing around with the weapons and stuff like that. This is definitely a very fun. This game definitely has the potential to be very fun, very responsive. The weapons feel good. The aiming feels good. You know, I think they're doing a really good job when it comes to like the realness and simulating that. The flash, like when you throw a flashbang in this game, it's crazy. And like you could, you know, like cover your eyes and whatnot in order to, you know, like lessen the flash and things like that. So I think the realism that the developers are trying to go for with Firewall Ultra, I think they nailed that. You know, when it comes to the gunplay, when it comes to the guns and stuff like that, I think they nailed that. But when it comes to like real world trying to play the game, I can't really speak to it too much because I wasn't able to do so with my friends, you know, or with people in the community. So that's kind of where my disappointment is when it comes to Firewall Ultra. So yeah, I'm gonna try it again this weekend, see if we can get a nice little lobby going, play or whatever. And I just hope it works.
Yeah, I'm in total agreement with you because obviously, you know, we experienced that, you know, playing the game. I did get about like 4 or 5 matches, first time playing the game. You know, it was like me, DC. We had some, you know, court. We had some random guys come in as well, you know, playing the game, which it was cool. The community. One thing I know about the VR community, very, very cool people, that's willing to help. You know, people giving tips and tricks and all that stuff. Like in Firewall, there's like a slide mechanic in the game. So when you run, you press R3, you slide and whatnot. And that it does help you get out of, you know, certain sticky situations. But I'll say this though, I do enjoy the game. I enjoyed the first game in PlayStation VR 1. Very, very fun, intense, you know, action type game. It definitely requires a lot of communication. So it's imperative to have your mic on, make sure you can communicate with your teammates because you do need to spot out people, you do need to do call outs and whatnot within the game. You know what I mean? Anybody going into you know, Firewall Ultra and you got your mic on mute or whatnot, you know what I mean? It's not a good look playing the game like that because you got to communicate. So yeah, the guns feel good. The flashbang, yeah, that felt like I really got flash, and there's like different like settings to it too because you can get flash and not really looking at the flashbang, and you still get like that vision impaired. But if you get the full brunt of it, yo, it messes up the whole screen and whatnot, and you feel that effect, and you feel like you're dazed for a little bit because it takes a while for the visuals to come back normally. And I'm like, damn, yo, flashbangs are super strong, but you can counter it by covering your eyes or closing your eyes. You definitely can counter it. Even when you close your eyes, you still like see the effect of it, but you're not going to get the whole brunt of it. You know what I mean? So yeah, super, super good. Like I said, the guns feel good. I like the fact that it's not so, it is much more arcadey feel than other like shooter games in VR. Like a game like Pavlov, really, really fun game. It has its own little, you know, market, own little corner. That game is realism to the T. You know what I mean? How you reload, you know, your gun. Every gun have a different reload in that game. How you throw your grenades, how you switch your weapons. It is a very like real scenario what you're doing. When it comes to Firewall Ultra, it's more arcadey. You know what I mean? You switch your guns, you press triangle. You know what I mean? To switch to your knife, you press like the right bumper or the, you know, R1 or whatnot. You know, to reload, you just press X to reload and it will automatically reload, or you shoot your gun to empty the clip and it will automatically reload. You know what I mean? Those things is more arcadey feeling, but it feels good to do. It's not like it's something that's cumbersome, or it's not like it's something that it takes you out of the experience. It really feels good to do all that stuff. But the game do have some issues. First issue I'm going to bring up, the leaderboards. If you finish a match and you want to see your stats, you got to be like this, looking all the way up into the sky, just to view, you know, how you did in the match. It's crazy. I'm just like, yo, why is it so high? The first game was like that. You know what I mean? Why is it so high? Oh, another thing I do like, a lot of the maps are like from the first game, and already I can see the attention to detail and how powerful the PS5 was, because on PlayStation 4, not saying that the game didn't look good, but it was just a certain attention to detail. There's one map where you're on a boat, and now it's just a whole bunch of fog and stuff. The first game, it didn't have all that fog effects and all that, but you see the fog and you see it moving and you're going through it. It just looks super, super good, man. Super clean, man. So happy that the PlayStation 5 is like up-resing and smoothing out, or there's better detail for a lot of the maps and details that goes on to the game. But yeah, issues I have with it, the matchmaking, the party system, definitely something they need to work on. And I think they know that already because they already put out a tweet that they're working on it. Yeah, they're addressing it.
They're addressing it. So, so like everything that's being said is like it's being worked on by the devs, and the devs know.
Hey, yo, so First Contact is in the chat, man. First Contact, what's up?
Oh,
yeah. See, they saying that man. They are aware of the issues and they're working on it. Yeah, so that's super good to hear. Devs. Yeah. Because when you're partying up with a friend, sometimes it would kick them out, and then when they try to rejoin, it's giving them a message saying you can't join this party or this squad or whatnot. I do think it takes a little bit too long to get into a match sometimes. Sometimes it would take 2 minutes. Sometimes it would take all 10 minutes just to find a match. I don't know if people like quitting out or whatnot. But it can take a little bit long. But like I said, they are working on that stuff. They are addressing those things in the game. Trying to think about another issue. Like I wouldn't say like the time to kill is too fast. I think it's around the same as the first game. Sometimes they feel like it's a super fast. Sometimes it don't, but that could be probably because of somebody's connection. I'm not too sure, but there's times where I know I was dumping and shooting at somebody, and they would shoot me back, and I would die instantly. It could be a gun thing as far as like how that person set up their guns. So I can't put that as like a con yet because I still need to get more experience with the game. But I can say this though. The online stuff needs to get fixed as far as the matchmaking and playing with your friends. But that PvE mode, yo, Persona.
Yeah, we got to play that this weekend. Play that.
The AI is challenge. Yo, they offer a good challenge in that game. We was communicating. I think it was me, Guap, DC, and Court. We was like back to back. Like, I got your back. Oh, I got the right. I got this. And they was like, go to the extraction point. Shout out to Guap, Guap is a soldier, man. We was running with it. Guap, we booking it. Guap stopped to like shoot people up. And I think he got like C4 that exploded, and I couldn't res him up. I was like, Guap, I gotta leave you, man. Gotta go to extraction, boy. You know what I mean? But that was super fun playing that, man. So right now I feel like when the patch update do come and they fix some of the matchmaking and the lobby stuff.
That's what
the PvE is definitely the mode like right now.
First Contact, they're saying in the chat that that's our main priority right now. So the match time is weird when folks quit out and a new person rejoin and resets the timer. It's a pain, but we're aware and working on it. And then the time to kill will be tuning. We have a bunch of stats we're watching the data and appreciate the feedback.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So shout out to First Contact Entertainment, man. Hope you guys, enjoying the show as well. But I think, it's good that the devs are working on a lot of that stuff. Like I said, you've definitely had a little bit more of an experience with me because I wasn't able to get into no matches when we were trying to play. But this weekend we could definitely run that PvE and try to get into some of those PvP matches as well. But all in all, I do think it is a great game, a cool game. It has its issues, but I see the vision, and so can't wait to see that definitely stuff be fixed.
First Contact, if you guys are down, we'd definitely love to have you on the show one of these days. Where we can just talk about Firewall Ultra. Give more of our thoughts and impressions and stuff like that with the game. Yeah. Let's talk to the PlayStation Nation, the community here. As far as like, getting into VR or whatnot. I am surprised that they didn't have like an aim gun ready. Oh, that's another thing, Persona, man.
They definitely need PlayStation definitely needs like an officially licensed aim gun.
Low key, I was going into the game thinking the same thing because I love the aim gun in the first game. But I have to give mad credit to the Sense controller, bro.
Yeah.
It felt good. I was like, because I was going in skeptical.
Even like aiming in. Like they did a good job of like you can hold it where like you got both controllers and it feels nice and whatnot. I was like, this feels even without the aim gun, it feels good.
It feels good.
It feels comfortable. It doesn't feel like you're kind of holding the controllers out of place or it feels weird. They did a good job of positioning the gun to where it moves properly however you move the aim gun. So without the aim gun, it's really good. But y'all know me, man. I definitely want an aim gun for sure, like an officially PlayStation licensed one.
100%. Like I think with the aim gun, yeah, your recoil is probably gonna be a little bit better. But yo, I was actually surprised how good the Sense controller, had this game. You know what I mean? 'Cause I was like, dang, this feel. I mean, it felt good with the other games too, like Pavlov. I think what's the game we played, the little zombie game?
After the fall,
it felt really good with that stuff as well. But I was like, damn. I'm really right. Yo,
I think it feels better. I think it feels a little bit better with Firewall Ultra over Pavlov, because with Pavlov, if you hold the sense controllers a specific way, your gun gets turned around and weird. When you aim in on Firewall, it's locked to your chest. So regardless of how you're holding the sense controllers, if you like move it this way or that way, obviously it's gonna move. But it's easier for you to kind of get that center mass and be like, I can kind of hold the controllers like this, and I know it's gonna be accurate to what I'm seeing on the screen. So, I do like that as well.
Yeah, no problem. First Contact Entertainment. Hopefully we can set something up. You know what I mean? It's no rush, no rush to get you on here, you guys on here. I know you guys are working pretty hard on the game, getting those patches and those things addressed, and what we brought up. So yeah, we totally understand.
Yep.
But yeah, shout out to my man Sick in the building as well, man. But yeah, very, 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 very excited about Firewall Ultra. And if you guys have a PlayStation VR 2, it is definitely a de facto game to cop, because you play with your friends, PvE, PvP, and yo, there's a lot of like loadout setups to do. You know what I mean? When you level up and when you get certain like equipments and you got the shop that's there, you can definitely customize the gun much, much more. And they have like certain skills as well, like certain perks that you can equip. One of them that's really, really cheap is it's called like, I forgot what it's called, Constitution or something. I know it's with a C word. When you die, you leave like a mine. And you know what I mean? If somebody walk around, it's pretty much like Marty Dome in Modern Warfare, original Modern Warfare. And if you walk by, you blow up. That thing caught me so many times. But if you do equip the Ghost perk, I think it counters that. So yeah, Ghost is something that I've been running with ever since I've been dying to that stuff. I was like, you know what? I gotta equip that. I gotta equip that. You know what I mean? So yeah. Oh, okay. So they're saying assignments is coming online soon. They will make earning rep and crypto a lot easier. Okay, because yeah, you can get like crypto or crypto stuff in the matches as well. They're all over, and you just pick them up and find them. But yeah, it's cool that they're addressing a lot of that stuff, man. It's dope that they're actually communicating and addressing all the issues that we definitely have with the game.
Yep. Yeah, shout out to First Content Entertainment. And once again, and yeah, man, can't wait to see the changes and the updates.
Yep. So DC's in there as well. DC's definitely somebody who's playing with
Yep.
That's the flashbang god right there. So is that's it with Firewall as far as impressions? So guys, this is just impressions. It's not a review. We're just giving impressions of what we played of the game. Obviously, when we get more time with it, this weekend and next week we'll have more thoughts and opinions on the game. This is our first impressions that we're doing. So what's the next game you want to talk about now, man?
I want to save Armored Core for last. Let's get to this Immortals of Aveum, because I really do think Immortals of Aveum is going to be that diamond in the rough. You feel me? So Immortals of Aveum came out I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday, I forget which day. And this is like a first person magic shooter combat type of game. And I'm gonna be honest, man, seeing the gameplay when I first saw this game, I was definitely like impressed. Like, yo, this looks fun, very colorful, very action packed. It captured me. So I always was gonna pick up Immortals of Aveum, but like I was saying with like Atlas Fallen, which is another game that I was highly anticipating, and I do think Atlas Fallen is a great game and a cool game. Story falls off a little bit for me. I was going into Immortals of Aveum with my expectations just a tad bit lower. only because of the what I was dealing with Atlas Fallen. But playing Immortals of Aveum, man, yo, the combat in this game is really, really fun. Like it is a very fun to like
when it
be
start
switching between. Once you get like start getting more magic, because there's three different magics. You have the green magic, the red magic, and the blue magic. Blue magic is kind of like your ranged magic. The red magic, which is is like your up close shotgun type of magic, and green magic is kind of like your LMG.
Let that thing spray.
Like
that's that SMG.
Yeah, that's the SMG LMG type of magic, and that coupled with like the movement, and then on your other hand, because you got all your three magics on this hand. On this hand, it's kind of like how you can get more methodical with the combat. So you get like this whip. This magic whip that you can pull enemies closer to you, but you also get, which I use a lot, you get a green support magic, which is time, slow down time.
Yep.
Listen, I got clips. I haven't posted them yet. I got clips of me washing fools with this time, with the slow down time bubble.
With the bosses, it comes in handy with them bosses. You coming at me? I'm gonna do that real quick.
But then not only that, but like the game looks great too. Like the character models and stuff like that look really good. I forgot homegirl name from she used to play Ikora in Destiny. She is like one of the main characters in this game, that General Kirkin, right? And so the concept is that like the factions are like warring with each other, and you have to you kind of have to fight off this like this dictator guy. His name is Sarkhan. And
Gina Torres, Slomo said.
Oh, Gina Torres. Thank you, Slomo. Gina Torres is the one that used to play Ikora. That's General Kirkin in this game. But the Sarkhan, which is kind of like this overlord guy that's out here waging war and trying to control everything. He is kind of like, there's war happening right now. And so your character, he finds out that he's the one. He's a Magnus, and a Magnus is somebody that can control all three magic colors and has like this, insurmountable amount of power. And so like, that's kind of where the story starts off, right? Like you're this lowly dude living in the slums, stealing, you're a bum, but then you unlock your Magnus powers. And, that's kind of where the story picks up, and you start utilizing your powers and you become a soldier in General Kirkin's army. This game, I'm going to be honest with you guys, the story is what it captured me. The combat is really fun. And there's a lot that you could do because there's armors and stuff like that you can upload, that you can upgrade and buy and craft and stuff like that. Then obviously they got the skill trees where you can increase your different magic colors. But not only that, with certain armor pieces that you put on, it actually changes how your magic interacts or how or what it does. So for instance, with the red magic, you can have like a 3-shell shotgun type of thing, or you can have this massive blast. With the green magic, you can have SMGs, or you can have this big LMG style magic. It's really, really fun and really entertaining. And the fact that it was first person, I thought that would have like thrown me off with something like this, but it really works and it fits. So yeah, this so far with this thing, I got about like 4 or 5 hours into the game. I'm loving the game a lot. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I'm definitely enjoying it as well. Much more than I thought I would. Like when I first saw it, I was always interested in it. We spotlighted the game many times here on WUPS, but getting into it, I was just like, yeah, I'm surprised that the reviews for the game were so low, because honestly, the movement, the story, at first I was like, okay, it's probably one of those generic stories, but the characters start growing on me, especially the main protagonist. His name is Jack. Definitely start growing on me as far as like as he's developing throughout the game and getting stronger throughout the game, and more responsibilities come to him in the game. Movement wise, it feels good. The spells feel good. One major dink though, I have to say, no dual sense support. You know what I mean? Having that feedback is important. And going back to Firewall, that's why Firewall feels so good when it comes to compared to like other, first person VR games. That feedback with that sense controller, man, is important. Yeah, it's really good. You know what I mean? It's important.
Another ding too, real quick, Bari, before you continue. I wish you can ADS, and the aim assist in this game is like it's like this game was kind of built around PC because like that
Yeah,
aim is loosey goosey.
There's no aim assist in the game. There's no aim assist at all in the game. Like you definitely have to get your strafe on with a lot of situations. That's what I do to compensate for some of the smaller aiming stuff. But yeah, there's no real aiming down sight. I was with you on that, but the abilities that you get using the L2 button, I mean, it would have been cumbersome.
It makes sense why you can't ADS. I understand it, especially when you look at the layout of like the different types of things. So I understand. It's just, kind of just a gripe, like, when I'm playing a first person shooter, I'm thinking like, oh, ADS. So that's kind of why, like, cause at first, like I got used to it now, like playing, for 5 hours or so. But in the beginning, I kept accidentally pressing the L2 button, trying to ADS while I'm like strafing and all this other stuff. So like, that's why, like, when I put my first impressions out there on Twitter, I mentioned ADS because I'm like, yeah, like, I wish I can ADS, but the more you get used to it, it kind of it goes away.
You feel it more with the blue magic, because that's more like long range. And some of these enemies, they're very like active, and they will be jumping and teleport. You kind of want to aim it like, let me snipe you in the head real quick. But I get where you're coming from with it. But overall, man, I think the game is good. I think it's a really good game. Visuals look good. The set pieces look good. The boss fights is crazy. It look good. I do suggest people play the game on like hard difficulty because that's where you're going to get most of the challenge. You know what I mean? Like that normal difficulty is not normal difficulty, yo. Like Atlas Fallen normal difficulty, that's a normal difficulty. That offers some difficulty. This game normal is not difficult at all. You got to put that joint on hard just to get a little cuz I was playing it on normal up until I got to a first boss fight. And I was like, no way, this is way too. I started all over, and I was like, all right, let me just play on hard and rock with it. And especially when I know, like now, I saw the trophies that each trophy you have like an individual difficulty. So I was like, oh, if you're giving me an actual difficulty trophy, I'm gonna pick the hardest difficulty. You know what I mean? So I started all over, and I felt it. It's not hard, but it's much more difficult because you do lose a lot more health. Yeah, you lose a lot more health. You know what I mean? But other than that, man, I really enjoyed the game. I do think it came out. This is rough to say because August is normally like a slow time, but in the last couple of years, it haven't been. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff to play, a lot of games to come out. But I don't think this game is going to be super, super long. I do, hope people, get it and experience it for themselves because I think you will definitely have some fun with the game.
It's a fun for new IP. It's a new IP. It's a fun game, like legit. Like I'm having a lot of fun with this game. I am enjoying the story as well, the lore as well. With like the lore tabs and the lore books and stuff that you find, and like reading up on some of the characters and like what their significance is to the story or the world. I do think that it's done in a very fun, engaging way, right? And there's little secrets and stuff like that you can find through the world. As well, where like it kind of takes that like what is it, like Castlevania, Metrovania style approach where you have to kind of backtrack and come back once you get a specific power later in the story for certain things. So I think it's a great game. This is something I would definitely recommend. Definitely pick it up if you're looking for something new, something fun. I don't know how long the story is, but like I said, I've got 5 hours into it, and I'm not sure if I'm even halfway through the game yet, right? But it's fun.
Definitely a fun game, man. And I feel like sometimes we forget about that. When it comes to some of these games, which we're gonna be talking about with Armored Core, where certain things a lot of people would put to the back burner because they're having fun. Immortals of Aveum is a very fun game. But let's get into some Armored Core before we get into the news, giving our impressions with that, because that's another game we're having a lot of fun with too, man. Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon. Been having a really, really fun time playing that, man. Shout out to the community as well. I see everybody, jiggifying their Armored Core units, being inspired and by, anime or other, mech anime or manga shows, and I'm seeing a lot of really, really good ones come out there, man. So big shout out to the community posting up their mechs. if you guys gonna post it though, post them colors, man. So people can easily like copy that or something if they're inspired with it. But yeah, Armored Core 6, man. I'm loving the movement. I'm loving how it feels. The Armored Core feels really good. It's been a while since I played Armored Core. It's been a long time, but I don't remember it being so fast right from the get-go. You know what I mean? Obviously, you can put like different thrusters and stuff like that on your Armored Core or your AC unit, and you can build up speed. But right away, I feel like the movement and everything that feels snappy in this game, man. And I can't wait to unlock some more parts and buy more parts to create like a good fast build that's good with melee, but also good with like long range and whatnot. And if I can get out of those hectic situations. But I've been having a lot of fun with it. The boss fights have been really, really good so far. I'm going to post not all the boss fights for this game, but I'm going to post like some of them. And the last boss fight I did, because I'm taking my time with it. I was trying to do like the S ranks with some of the missions, but I say, you know what? Let me complete this game before I start doing that whole S rank stuff, because I was grinding some of the missions. I got some A ranks on pretty much the majority of them. I haven't got an S rank yet. I'm like, damn, what does it take? Like, do I got to do this jump perfectly? You know what I mean? To get this S rank?
You got to do it perfect, and you also got to not use as much ammo.
Oh, not use that much ammo, so I got to skip through some of the fights, engagements?
Yeah, some of the fight. Yeah, sometimes it's better to just go straight for the objective. I don't know if I haven't gotten any S ranks either yet. I've kind of like, you know what? I just want to go through the story and like kind of get unlock. I did all the training modes and stuff like that. And I also want to get through and unlock all of the pieces and stuff so I can truly build the mech that I want, so I can really go back and do that.
The training mode is super important because I was sleeping on that first. I was sleeping on that because I wasn't doing the training. I was like, let me do the training. I was like, oh, they're actually giving me parts. Yeah. So I was like, oh, let me, you know what I mean? So every mission that I do now, you know what I mean? If it says like training, this training room is unlocked or whatnot, I go right away to the training room and do it, man. Performance wise, shout out to No Cap. He asked what's the performance like. The performance has been good. I'm playing in the performance mode, and it's been rock solid. Pause. It's been pretty solid. It's gaming, guys. You know what I mean? I have not noticed any dips or drops when it comes to like performance, especially on the big battle stuff. There's one area where you're actually fighting like a big like Titan mech. You know what I mean? And I didn't experience any like drops, noticeable things. I'm pretty sure there's probably drops somewhere, but it's not noticeable. Where I'm like, oh, look at the screen tearing or what. I'm not Digital Foundry, you know what I'm saying? But how you feeling about the game so far, though, man? Is it good? You like it? Are you enjoying the story?
Hey, yo, listen. Like I said, if you guys follow me on Twitter, you already know, man. Red Vader's out here. You understand? I can't wait to get into them PvP streets with your boy Red Vader, because you already know Red Vader's about to be out here claiming the mech souls. But yo, listen, I gotta be honest, Armored Core, like I said, in the spotlight, I haven't played an Armored Core game since like PS2. So it's really been a long, long time. I do like mechs and stuff like that. And so, I was definitely pretty reluctant to get back into Armored Core 6. I gotta be honest with you, Bari, this is definitely gonna be the game I'm playing all weekend. Like this Firewall, I'm on it like all weekend, man. Like this Armored Core, I'm very, very addicted to this game. Doing like the AC tests where like I'm doing different builds and trying different things to see what works and what doesn't work. I've got two different Armored Core builds in mind that I want to do. One is more of like a heavy artillery. It's like a heavy artillery / speed build. Another one is going to be a more of a tanky. Y'all know if I, when it comes to playing like role playing games, if I could be anything, I'd be a tank. You get what I'm saying? Because your boy built like a tank. Anyway, and so like stuff like that is definitely what I love about this game, man. It's just so easy and seamless. They explain everything really well for people who are like newcomers. They explain what each stat mean and its purpose. They like when it comes to like testing out the different parts or seeing what a part does, they got the videos there to play to show you what that weapon or whatever it does and how it works. Like I said, the AC test, you can have different type of AC builds that you can save. it's just like a really, really fun, addicting experience, man. And I've got maybe like 3 or 4 hours into the game. I'm gonna really put some time into it today, for sure. Like I said, I do want to get through that story, and I might even go for the platinum in this, man. I haven't really looked at the trophies. I know one of the trophies is you have to get S ranks in all missions. That's gonna take some time, and that's gonna take like me really building up my armor core to make sure like it's on point. But I love this game, man. Like even if you're a newcomer, and shout out to Armor Core. One thing about From Software that I can really appreciate is they don't treat the gamer like
they slow.
Like you stupid. Yeah, like you slow, right? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. First night, I'm playing that very, very first mission. This ain't my armor core, it's just some random armor core that we in doing a mission. I'm like, all right, we get to that final thing we gotta scan. Big ass helicopter boss come through. Excuse me?
The classic tutorial boss fight.
This is a tutorial boss fight. Yo, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. That boss fight washed me about 9 times. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because I was I wasn't rushing in to use the blade. I was trying to just like range him out and try to use the buildings as cover. But then when you get him to a certain point, it's like he goes into like this crazy enrage mode where he's just shooting everything. And I'm like, I can't dodge all this, right? Like, what am I supposed to do? So then I'm like, all right, let me get in close. I'm realizing his pattern. So I'm like, all right, when he moves here, he kind of stops and stalls for a second. That's when I'm gonna rush in and hit him with that blade, wash them up. I like that though. I like that they put like a difficult boss like that in at the start. Like I can appreciate that. I love the game, man.
Yeah, because I feel like when you beat that boss, you like, okay, I'm understanding it more because it took me 2 tries. He washed me up 2 times.
You ain't gotta flex, man.
You ain't gotta flex. On my 3rd try, I got him.
It took me 8-9 tries, bro. You ain't gotta flex. Y'all see him in the chat? The man tried to flex and embarrass me. It's all good. All right? I was a little slow to the learning it, but your boy got it. Now, if it was Red Vader in there, it'd have took me 1 try. But it's all good though.
It's more powerful. But a lot of the cues and like commands that I forgot the name of the guy that's talking to you. He's giving you a lot of like info. He's like, hey man, dash up, use your air mobility, and get in. I was like, I wasn't doing that at first too. I was like, man, I'm dodging. And one thing I learned in this game, there's no invul frames in your dashes. You know what I mean? Nope. It is just like, I think it's more like, you got to get away from enemies or get away from the attack because some of these things are still homing on you. So you got to be really, really methodical in how you're moving.
I think there's invul frames when you do the boost dodge though. When you do the boost towards the money, the L3.
Oh, the L3.
And then you do the dodge left and right. I feel like there's invul frames there because I was dodging through some stuff and getting through some of that, but I could be wrong.
And that feels good too. I forgot what it's called, that dash, but overall the game that feels good. All the micromanagement stuff is still there. The stats, if you're into stats and all that stuff, definitely a game for you. But I feel like even if you're not into that stuff, there's still the basics of just understanding like weight limit and stuff like that. If you understand that, you'll be perfectly fine with Armor Core 6, man. Now that you got like all the different like legs and stuff, definitely going to be experimenting some more and some builds and whatnot for the game, man. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. The story though, I haven't been paying attention to it. It's very weak in my opinion. I'm surprised that a lot of people haven't been talking about the story on this game, and I know that the de facto default comment is going to be, we're not playing Armor Core for the story, but it's a part of an impression and review or whatnot, in my opinion. But yeah, other than that, man, I've been thoroughly enjoying it. Can't wait to play some more and unlock some multiplayer with it. 1v1, 3v3s is going to be super fun. Playing the game with that. You know what I mean? Take it from a extreme boost player, Gundam player. I can't wait for y'all. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a good time, man. But yo, Persona, can we get into the news? Can we start the show?
It's already been an hour. This is what happens when you talk about games. When you play games and you talk about it. Let's get into some news, man. Let's get some good news. Let's take a portal to some news.
I like that. Let's get into it, guys. The first news of the day the PlayStation remote play dedicated device. The PlayStation first remote play dedicated device. The PlayStation's first remote play dedicated device. Dedicated device. PlayStation Portal remote player to launch later this year at $199, $200. Okay, we got to look at the PlayStation Portal, and now we see in its entirety. Now we know the specs and all the stuff that it can offer with this device, and we're here now. It's going to be launching later this year at $200. This announcement has caused a lot of mixed opinions when it came to this product, but overall, here are the specs and stuff that it can do. It is a 1080p screen display at 60 hertz, so you're going to be playing 1080p 60 frames per second when it comes to streaming these games to the PlayStation Portal. It does fully support the DualSense wireless controller, where it's going to have the adaptive triggers and the haptic feedback as well with it. And that's the first time we're going to be experiencing that when it comes to remote play. When it comes to remote play PlayStation games, they also have like this technology to it. They call it a PlayStation Link, where it helps with a lot of the audio and latency when it comes to your, I guess, in-home play for the game. And the impressions is that the PlayStation Link, it works really, really well. They have noticed, a lot of clarity when it comes to the stream, and the less latency when it comes to the game as well. Obviously, you can never always eliminate latency when it comes to streaming a game. But from somebody that has experienced PlayStation remote play since the birth of it, somebody that do it currently today, I've seen improvements a lot when it comes to PlayStation remote play and all that. This is a Wi-Fi device, okay, guys? It's a Wi-Fi device, so you connect to your PlayStation 5 through Wi-Fi. Also, with this device, when you do connect to it, it automatically turns on your PlayStation, like how remote play works now. If you guys turn on or use remote play, it's going to find your PlayStation. It's going to turn on your PlayStation, and it's going to use your PlayStation as a server to push whatever you're doing to your cell phone, to the, PlayStation portal, iPad, whatever you connected it to. So it was kind of funny seeing people like have criticisms like, but why do my PlayStation got to be on? Like, do you not know how remote play work? It don't make no goddamn sense. Also, it comes with a 3.5 millimeter audio jack for wide controls, because there's no Bluetooth when it comes to this product. They're saying here that you're going to be, if you want to use your own like personal headset, you can do that stuff at home, through the dongle of your PlayStation. Because PlayStation 5 doesn't use Bluetooth at all. It uses a wireless dongle to connect through Wi-Fi or, with your headsets. And if you are connecting remote play with this device at home in your living room or whatnot, you can still use the headsets that you use for your PlayStation 5. But if you are not like next to if you're not home or whatnot, you will have to use like a wired headset or whatnot when it comes to the device. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if you can use like the newer stuff that we're going to announce as well. Also, this is common sense right here. PSVR 2 games will not work with the PlayStation Portal. For anybody that was questioning that. The one thing that is disappointing though, is that the fact that through PlayStation Plus Premium, the cloud streaming games, it is not supported with the PlayStation Portal. Hopefully they can change that, because for something that's a dedicated streaming device, you would think that you can stream your PlayStation Plus premium games on it. So that was my biggest criticism when it comes to this product. Overall, you guys already know the vibes when it comes to WUPS and how we felt about PlayStation putting out a product like this. That hasn't changed. I think PlayStation should create a dedicated hardware handheld device that also can have these functionalities as well. You know what I mean? Go above and beyond, go a step above and create that product where you can play like PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 4 games natively through a handheld product. I think that's been the gist of what we've been saying since we saw the rumors, since Jim Ryan officially announced the name or announced the product. That's what we've been saying. But I always said that I'm very curious to see how this product worked due to the fact that I remote play a lot and the fact that I still get to keep the DualSense features while remote playing. I'm very curious to see how that's going to work with this device. So me personally, I always thought the product was going to launch at $200, and I'll be buying it. I'll be buying it for sure. You know what I mean? Like I said, the last time we spoke about it, I think the last time I spoke about it, I said that I was going to be buying it. And yeah, I'm very curious to see how this thing is going to work. I'm very curious to see how good or how bad the product is going to be. You know what I mean? I'm more optimistic towards it. You know what I mean? I've been warming up to it. Overall, I still don't really like the look of the product, but it's not like an ugly product in my opinion. But Persona, how you feel before we get into the other stuff, like the headsets and all that stuff about this PlayStation Portal? Are you copping? Or are you not capping? I don't want to stream my games. I don't want to play native. You're not copping. Thank you.
Hey, Bari.
I don't want to stream my game.
I already have a PlayStation portable device.
What's that? Ooh.
All I had to do is create something that was a spiritual successor to this.
Agreed.
And they did not.
I agree.
Crazy. People have been begging for how long? And you can't give me another one of these? Crazy. But on a serious note, I might buy this just to piss people off.
Piss people off?
I see how mad people are on Twitter when it comes to like people saying that they're going to buy this. And like, you know, I've seen a lot of people coming at you, Bari, because you were saying like, you know, like this is something that you were interested in because you kind of want to see, you know, what's up or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I was like, damn, I might buy it too, just to piss people off, because I see so many people so angry. Oh my God, you're buying a PlayStation Portable? You're such a fanboy. But nah, on a serious note, man, like, you know, I'm gonna be honest, man, like this PlayStation Portable, for me personally, because, you know, I've got my own, I don't need to share a TV with anybody, you know, like I'm not fighting to play a game in my house on a TV. You feel me? Like I don't have that issue. So the PlayStation Portable doesn't really do anything for me as a consumer or as a gamer where I feel like I need to have this in my house or even out in the street. Like, you know, if I'm out and about, I'm not really trying to play any type of games. You feel me? So like when it comes to this PlayStation Portable, I think this is really catering to a very niche audience of people. Obviously, you're going to have the tech people that may want to pick this up just to see, just out of curiosity. But I think the actual need for a device like this, I think that audience is very niche. Now, it'd be interesting to see how this device kind of how it does. I do think $199 is very fair. I think that's a very, very good and fair price. When you look at what it's meant to do and what it's packing, it's still a DualSense controller with DualSense features. Yo, that's wild, bro. Nah, that's not no pause. Stop it, bro. Yo, this dude very crazy. Because you still, even through streaming, you're still getting those DualSense features in that experience. So I think $199 is fair. I'm not really into this. We're not talking about the headphones yet, right? We're just talking about this portal right now.
Yeah, just the portal for now.
Oh, portal? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on this, man.
Yeah, like
I'm good.
I think this product is not like a necessity. Gaming is not a necessity, right? But there's levels to it. I feel like when it comes to this is more like of a luxurious complement to what you already can do on PlayStation. Obviously, if you have a phone and you're happy with your phone and how you can remote play your phone, you probably don't need this product. You probably don't want this product. If you have a backbone that costs $99, $100, by the way, you know what I mean, that I have as well. You know what I mean? This product is just $100 more. You know what I mean? And you can do much, much more and have the dual sense features on it, which, you know, people are like making a joke of that. Like, no, that's a sell, because never before remote play you can experience any controller you know, features, vibration or nothing, but now you can finally do it here with this dedicated streaming remote play product. I think that's a sell, you know, for people. For those people that, yeah, you know, like me, I don't have to fight for no TV or whatnot, but I am curious to see how it works, especially like if I'm laying down, I want to continue like grinding or whatnot, because that's stuff I used to do with remote play. You know what I mean? I have a lot of videos when I first started, you know, this YouTube channel showcasing remote play. There's one video I showed where I was playing Destiny 1 and I was doing like farming, remote playing, you know, on my couch. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of usage for me with it, especially sometimes at work. You know, work, I take my backbone and my cell phone, and it's boom, it's there. But the huge advantage of having something that's dedicated like this is that with your cell phone and your remote play, if you're doing anything else, like going to Twitter or want to watch a YouTube video or whatnot, what happens? It disconnects once you come out of that app. Here, you're not going to have that issue because it's a dedicated device for it. But I do agree, you know, this is something that we've been saying for the longest, that I feel like PlayStation should have went, you know, the whole entire 100% and put into a dedicated hardware like the PSP, the PS Vita. You know what I mean? Because both of those products you could have remote played on there. You know what I mean? But you also took advantage of the actual hardware playing, you know, native games on the platform as well. So I'm curious to see like how the market is going to accept a product like this. But I'm also curious to see like how the actual technology has evolved when it comes to streaming your games on like a device like this. So yeah, I'm getting it. I don't care who's mad at me for getting it. I don't really care. You know what I mean? I will definitely have our impressions and all that stuff and how our review of it on our channels, or, you know, on WUPS as well. But in my opinion, I think it's something that I'm going to buy. You know, like I said, from the jump, you know, when we saw this product. But this is not the only thing that was been announced here. They also announced like a whole package deal here. With the first thing we have here is the Pulse Elites persona. So this is the new version of the Pulse headsets that came out at the beginning of the generation. They have the Elite version of it. And one thing I got to say about the products of like since the PlayStation generation, I like how everything is like has this synergy look to it. You know what I mean? Everything is based on how the PlayStation 5 looked, the two tones, or even like how the ergonomics and how things are shaped with their products. It resembles the PlayStation 5 in a lot of ways, from the charging deck to the Pulse headsets to the Sense controllers and the dock. You know, everything does have that unison to it. You know what I mean? So how you feel about the whole PlayStation Elite plus Pulse Elite?
So I have the Pulses. They're actually sitting right here on my PlayStation. You know, since I grabbed the H9s, damn, them things, see, damn, boy, what the hell you did to them things, boy?
Nothing, bro. It does be peeling. Every Pulse headset I've had, it peels.
Hey, nah,
Tell
man,
me I'm lying.
Them things been through war, boy. Hold up,
bro,
man. You chewing on them shits.
Bro, I haven't used them since the H9s.
Hold up. Hey, yo, hold up, man.
Yo, chat, tell me if I'm lying. Every Pulse headset I've purchased from the PlayStation 4 to now, the leather, it always just be depleting. You know what I mean? Like if you use them joints, look, the leather cups.
Oh no.
It just it be depleting, bro.
I don't know. I had to get mines, yo. Mines is not mines.
Yours
Don't have
brand
that
new.
problem.
You don't use them joints. You don't use
I
them
don't
joints.
know, my boy.
You probably just bought them. You bought them joints. They're new. Those are
You
new.
are crazy. You
You
are
just
crazy.
took that out the box, man.
Bullshit, boy. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Nah, man. I don't.
Yo,
I
look
don't
at
know
the chat.
about
Look.
that.
Look. Yo, my
No,
son Pulse headset look just like that.
No. I believe you. I'm not saying. I'm not saying that they don't. I'm just saying, damn boy, them things been through war. Them things been through war, my boy. I'm gonna be honest. I've used them quite a bit, but once I got the once I got the H9s, I was like, nah, I'm good. And really and truly, I don't think this is not the one I'm gonna pick up. I think the Pulse Elites are dope though, because it's gonna have all of that new audio technology being put into it with the planar, magnetism, and all this other lossless and all this other stuff, which I think is really good when it comes to enhancing that the quality of the sound and the experience whenever you're playing games. So I do think that's a dope pickup. But if they were to put out like an H9 Pro, that's what I would pick up in terms of like over the head headphones. Because those H9s are just incredible. I think the build quality is better. It's much more comfortable on your head and things like that. So that's what I would look at if it came to over the head headphones. But I think these look great because it's got the retractable boom mic and stuff like that. So I do think the build of these look really cool and really great, but these aren't the ones that I'm picking up.
Yeah, I like the design of it. I always like the design of the Pulse headsets, the new one for the PS5. But I like the fact that it does have that boom mic, you know what I mean, instead of that integrated, cup mic in there. So yeah, and you brought up the whole magnetic drivers for the audiophile levels and all that stuff. I'm not an audiophile dude. I don't know nothing about that. I just can tell you if something sounds good, if it sounds clear, that's it. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure people can break that stuff down, especially in the later news that we're going to talk about when it comes to like audio and whatnot. But yeah, it looks good, and it only costs I think it's $150 for these. Yeah,
no,
$150.
These are $150. Okay.
$150 for the Pulse Elite, so $50 more. But the crazy thing about the Pulse Elites, it comes with a charging station. So at the top,
a headset stand. Yeah,
it's a headset stand, but it charges as well. It's a charging. Yeah, it's a charging dock thing. So if you look at the first picture here, you see right here, there's a charge clip thing here, like a dock here, and they're saying here this is the charge. The stand that charges as well for it.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
So yeah, that's pretty good, man, for $150. Very nice.
Dope.
But they also announced the Pulse, Pulse Explorer, I think it's called, right? Yeah, Pulse Explorer for PlayStation 5, and
now
I think this works on
I'm
everything.
getting.
Yeah, I'm gonna get these because I don't have it in-ear earbuds. Like, I never normally had like good experiences with in-ears, like they break and sometimes I lose them. But I will get these. That's the experience, because all of the new technology that's going into it, like you mentioned earlier, and just the convenient factor of having a new earbuds. And I think they look good, man. They look really good.
They look good. They're also going to have the same type of audio quality when it comes to the planar, magnetism, and the lossless as well. Plus, these are the headphones that are gonna, if you are picking up the portable, these are the headphones that they're suggesting you pick up as well to have the linking as well. Yeah. The sucky thing about the Explorers, if I read this right, Bari, they don't have Bluetooth, so they're proprietary. So they work only with PlayStation through linking, but they also work on PC. When you plug in the base into the PC, then it'll work like that. So if you were thinking of using these for like your cell phone or something like that, it's not going to work.
Yeah, because the base also works like a dongle. So
yeah, it's a dongle. It functions as a dongle and a charging station.
With PlayStation products, they have like these dongles to connect to their headsets. With the H9s, you're going to use this. The H9s have Bluetooth though, but typically if you want the best connection, you're going to use something like this. This is for the H9s right here, and it's no different when it comes to this headset here. Which people can view that as like a con when it comes to it. You know what I mean? But my whole thing
I
with
mean,
the whole Bluetooth,
my whole thing with that, like, and I can understand. So, like, I'm not trying to minimize anybody's con with that, right?
yeah,
I do understand people may feel like, oh, you know, I'm spending $200 for these headphones and I can't use them with my phone to like take calls or listen to music or whatever. I understand that. So, like, I'm not minimizing that type of gripe. For me personally, I've got Apple AirPods. I've got the newest ones, the Gen 2s. These are my Gen 1s. The Gen 2s are on my coffee table. These are the Gen 1s though. Like, and I use these for like my phone, listening to music. If I'm in a meeting, for work or something like that, like a Zoom call or whatever, I use AirPods. So I wouldn't, for me personally, I wouldn't buy these and use these for that. These would strictly be used for gaming, and for communication. Plus it's easier, especially like in the summer. You know, like having a big ass headset on over your head during the summer if you're gaming, or, you know, whatever. You just don't want that you don't want the big headset over your head. You want something that's just easier. You could just pop into your ear real quick. That for me is enough for me to say, yeah, this is a day one buy. So I'm good.
yeah, like
Wait. Corey's saying you can use the earbuds with your phone. You can? I thought you couldn't. I thought you couldn't because there's no Bluetooth. I remember seeing that there's no Bluetooth.
There's no Bluetooth when it comes to the portal. But it's saying here. All right, so let's read it here. The Pulse Elite and the Pulse Explorer can simultaneously connect to your PlayStation Link supported devices, PlayStation 5, PC, Mac, PlayStation Portal, and a Bluetooth supported device. So yeah, those. Oh,
all right, my fault. Damn, this is the second week. Like I got caught with some misinformation. Damn, what's going on with me, Bari? God damn, it's my fault. My fault.
It'll be a different story if it's not, you're not accountable. You know what I mean? Where
my fault.
Yeah, like if you're just wrong about something, somebody correct it.
I misread. My fault, guy. I misread. Sorry about that. So you can use it. So all right. So then that $200 is justified. Then, like, yo, listen, if you want to use it for, you know, to listen to music or whatever in your iPhone, you can do that. So it is what it. Listen, I'm picking up strictly for the gaming aspect and the gaming piece. So I'm good.
Yeah, because this is the same thing that the H9s have, where you can have like the game audio and all that stuff played on top of Bluetooth. So if you're in like a Discord chat, you can have that going on and the game and the audio chat from you know, on the H9s at the same time. So I think they just like, you know, I mean, making it better here with the PlayStation Link, or calling it something like PlayStation Link. But
yeah,
my whole thing when it comes to the whole Bluetooth for the PlayStation Portal is that you can tell like a lot of people don't remote play for sure, where a streaming product like this, a device like that, and you having all those type of connections is going to cause latency with your product. So I can see why they went with, oh, here we're going to use like a 3.5 millimeter headset jack, you know what I mean, instead of using Bluetooth to connect, because yeah, it's going to, especially when you're not home, it's going to increase the latency of what you're doing, because you're not playing the game natively on the product. You know what I mean? People can chop that up as damage control and all that stuff, but it's just the truth of the matter. You know what I mean? Take it from somebody that remote plays, that has an iPhone, you know what I mean? That can definitely add latency problems to it, and you will feel it. You know what I mean? But like I said, we'll see. I'm definitely gonna be reviewing the product and, you know, seeing.
Hey, yo, real time. I'm really looking forward to your review on this. I can't wait.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because I remember you remember when I dropped the review for the Backbone. I was like, it's a good product, but it's too pricey.
Yeah, that's why I picked it up. I picked up the Backbone as well.
Yeah, man.
Backbone is good. Like I mean, my whole thing is, man, I gotta stand on my laurels, man. Like, I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, the tech side of me and the curiosity, I'm not gonna lie. I would be lying and say I wasn't curious. But yo, man, I want something that's more of a standard handheld, man.
Oh yeah, I think everybody's in that ballpark. Because at the end of the day, you can have something that can natively play the games. That's not to say that you can't even remote play or stream on it as well. You know what I mean? You can still do that stuff. But the Explorer does come with its own little charging dock. Like I said, the whole synergy with the PlayStation 5. I like the fact that they're doing this stuff. And yeah, it looks pretty good. You got the LED strip right there to let you know that the product is charging or when it's fully charged. I will
be putting out a review for these earbuds for sure. I'm definitely gonna put my thoughts out there with these earbuds and test them out on a couple of games and whatnot.
Oh, 100%, man, 100%. But yeah, I think All three products look great. You know what I mean? If it fits in your gaming habits or your needs, you have something coming out later this year from PlayStation. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure the Elise is gonna be popular. Anybody want new Elise or whatnot. But
Yep.
that's to talk about the more audio stuff here. Like I said, I'm not no audiophile dude, but we got news that Sony Interactive Entertainment has acquired as a Audeze, the leader in audio technology and developer winning award-winning headphones for gaming. So if you guys don't know, I had to look it up, and when I looked up Audeze, I was like, oh, I see these headphones. These joints cost a lot of money though. You know what I'm saying? These are the headphones that right here. I'm pretty sure you've seen these before, right?
Yeah, I think I've definitely seen those. Those are like high quality, like studio grade headphones.
Studio
like,
grade,
that stuff
type stuff.
That stuff is really expensive. Yeah.
They do have one for like Xbox and like PC too.
We don't talk about that. Huh?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's going to change now because
it's going to change.
Well,
no, they're still going to be like this acquisition isn't going to like lock things to PlayStation. They will be exclusive to. I mean, they will still be putting out things for everything or whatever.
They're still going to be putting out headsets for whatever platform or product. But PlayStation is going to share that technology, especially when we see like with the Explorer and the Elite headsets that's coming out. So I'm
interested to see if they're going to put out like H9 Pros or something with this Audeze technology or something like that.
Oh, like a new H9 series.
If they put out like a new H9 series with this technology, I'll pick that up for sure. Oh
yeah, big fat, I will too. So yeah, you know what I mean, for those people that are into the whole audio stuff, you know what I mean, let us know if this is a big get. You know what I mean, I don't really know of the company, but from what I've seen so far, and what PlayStation is saying here, as far as like, integrating a lot of their technology into their own hardware and headsets, I think it's a great get for PlayStation. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, I think stuff like this is always interesting to see, only because I always wonder like what comes of that. Obviously, they're going to utilize that technology into their own brands and stuff like that. But this is gaming related, but it's not necessarily only gaming related. This is something for like studios and this and that. So it's interesting to see this stuff, man. Shout out to PlayStation making moves out here.
Yep. So Persona, the next news topic, I'm going to let you choose the Destiny.
Jesus. Hey, you want to talk? This guy is funny. This a funny guy, ladies and gentlemen.
Do you want to talk about Destiny 2, the final shape, and what they spoke about in the live stream, or you want to talk about all the Gamescom stuff? You know what I mean? The stuff that we can announce here in the PlayStation podcast.
Let's get that Destiny out the way. You feel me? Okay. Let's talk about that. You understand? We in my realm. You understand?
You guys like that? Because look what I got up.
Oh my God! Look at this guy.
But yeah, I'm gonna let you take it away because I personally didn't watch the stream, but I know like you and Hives, I know you guys were pretty excited.
The disrespect.
Disrespect. I just didn't watch the stream. I didn't catch it. You know what I mean? But
let's get Steady Flow super chat real quick. I missed that. My fault, Steady. Steady Flow, he says, shout out for the appreciate you for the $10 super chat. He says, what's up, fellas? I say support it and show PlayStation we want a dedicated handheld. PlayStation is still burned by the PlayStation Vita only selling 15 million across the PS3 and PS4. Might even get hybrid PS6.
Yeah, you know, funny. I got to shout out my man King Thrash. Shout out to King Thrash, man. Where it was on Sick Human podcast where we was talking about the whole PlayStation Q Lite and giving our thoughts and opinions on that. And he brought up like, it's how it's called like codename Q Lite. You know what I mean? Meaning like there's probably going to be another version that's going to be a more full-fledged version or whatnot. This is not confirmed or anything. It's just more like, assumption or whatnot. But I felt like it was a good assumption because normally when you see a product name like Lite or something like that, there's always a follow-up version.
That means it's going to be like a pro version or something like that. Version. I could definitely see, shout out to Thrash because I think that's a valid point as well. I could definitely see him putting out like a Steam Deck or ROG Allies type device because a lot of these games already have like, those performance modes, quality modes. So I can see them like, putting out a device that's a little bit more high end, a little bit more geared towards the hardcore market, and $600-700. But that's a different conversation because Steam Deck and ROG Ally can get away with that. But you got people complaining about having to buy a VR2 for $500. And let me not go down that path because y'all know where I'm going, man. Y'all know where I'm going.
Really, truly, I feel like a lot of people that complain about the whole handheld thing, they wouldn't even get the handheld thing in the first place.
No, they wouldn't. But they wouldn't. Like if they would have put out like I feel like if they would have put out, if PlayStation would have put out like an enthusiast focused handheld that was capable of playing games at, let's say, just 1440p 60 frames for $600-700, $800.
I wouldn't even think you're gonna get 1440p. You probably get 1080p 60.
Or even 1080p 60. All right, let's play around that 1080p 60 realm. Is it OLED or is it LCD? You want OLED? Okay, let's throw the OLED in there. You want a decent battery life? That's more lithium. That's more lithium you got to use. That's more bread. So now we're
Persona. Hold on. Before you go, man, you just thank you. Lightning, boom, struck. Right? People was talking about the battery life and how bad it is with the PlayStation Portal. Lasting the same amount was like the DualSense, 6 to 8 hours. A handheld device lasting 6 to 8 hours is bad comparing to other handhelds that last an hour, 2 hours on charge. Yo, what are we doing here, man? I don't get it, man. When it comes to PlayStation, I feel like the standard for a lot of people is just much, much higher because how you complaining about 6 to 8 hours playing it off a charge, handheld wise? Don't make no goddamn sense. My bad. But go ahead, bro.
So yeah,
that's what I was gonna rant about, but I ain't gonna rant because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. But it don't make no goddamn sense with some of the complaints that people be having on this goddamn internet. Like, yo, you can proofread what you about to tweet before you tweet it. Proofread it. That rhymes. Because it don't make no sense
when you need them.
It don't make no sense, bro. 6 to 8 hours. Oh my god, the battery life is it's horrible. But you got a Steam Deck, a ROG Ally that can hold 2 hours of charge. My bad. Let's talk about Destiny.
All right, going about that Destiny. You feel me? All right.
I apologize.
Let's get into it, right? All right, so the Final Shape DLC. So they did an expansion. They did a live stream on August 22nd talking about not just the Final Shape DLC, which is going to be the final expansion for Destiny, but they also were talking about the Season of the Witch, which is this season that just started right now. If you've been keeping up with Destiny, the story, you know that we've been dealing with Savathun, which was the Witch Queen. That was the expansion prior to the Final Shape, the one that we were in. Excuse me, no, that's the one prior to this one, which I think is the light something. Anyway, but anyway, the live stream pretty much consisted of talking about what it is that you can expect from the Final Shape DLC. Which one of the things that really has me excited is we are going to see the conclusion with the Witness. And that whole thing with the Witness and Traveler fighting each other and chasing each other and whatnot. So we're going to definitely be fighting the Witness. There's also going to be new weapons, new armor.
Are they finally going to have a testimony?
This is the you funny. Can I get a witness? Yo, you're a funny guy. And so this is going to be the final expansion for Destiny. This isn't going to be the end when it comes to content that's being put out. This is really just going to be the final major expansion and a conclusion to the story. What's going to happen in 2024 once the Final Shape releases that year? The content that they're going to be putting out is going to be not seasons. They're also doing away with seasons. They're going to be putting out larger episodes, 3 episodes within the year. And the first episode is going to be Echoes. And what this is going to be is the continuation after the Final Shape of talking about giving us some story of what's happening after the events of Final Shape and and including different types of characters and things like that. So I think that's going to be pretty interesting. With Season of the Witch, where we're at right now, with this season that just started this week, Eris Morn, which, you know, for all the Destiny lovers out there, you already know who Eris Morn is. If you don't know who she is, she's somebody that works with the Vanguard to try to stop the Hive and stop all these other different enemies. She becomes the Hive god herself to fight not Savathun, to fight Zevul Arath, which is Savathun and Oryx's sister. They have to fight. She's going to have to fight and kill Zevul Arath, and then everything is going to lead into the final season before the final shape. So everything is kind of coming together to kind of you know, lead towards the final shape expansion. And one of the other things that they talked about as well was PvP, which is crazy because PvP is something that Bungie has really kind of let slip and hasn't been doing a good job of supporting it too much. But they did add a brand new map into PvP this season. It's a Vex-inspired map. And then in the Final Shape DLC, they're going to be adding an entire map pack into Final Shape as well, or next year, where it's going to be a whole a number of maps that's going to be coming to PvP, and they're bringing in a brand new PvP mode. Sounds great. The other thing that they talked about as well was exotics. So now there's going to be a rotation of exotics where you'll be able to actually for those who've been playing Destiny, you know that you can kind of get these red box weapons or armor, and then when you get a red box weapon or armor, you're able to craft your gear and craft and build your own type of gear now. So what they're going to be doing is actually going to be doing that with exotics as well, where there's going to be a weekly rotation of an exotic that you can get, where you'll be able to craft your own version of that exotic with your own stats and your own attributes. Yeah, that was a lot of what they talked about with Destiny, and they spoke a lot about the future and how it's gonna play out.
Oh, that's what's up, man. I mean, like I'm reading some of the stuff. I haven't been playing the trailer because I know when it comes to like PlayStation trailers now, gotta be a little bit careful with the whole copywriting thing. But you got to give credit when it's due, man. When it comes to Bungie, like I've definitely fell off when it comes to Destiny, but I can always, you know, look from the outside in, like respect, like, yo, I don't know how much expansions in total it's been in Destiny 2, but I know it's a lot. And the fact that they're still supporting this game and still committed to fixing certain things for the game, you got to give them they just do credit with this. So this Final Shape launches February 27th, 2024. And I think that was the same thing with the last expansion, right? It was like a February release, or it was early. I know it was early.
It was February as well.
Okay. You know what I mean? So yeah, big shout out to them and all the stuff that they've been doing for the game, man. And I'm pretty sure like, you know, Destiny 3 is definitely in the works, you know, coming.
No, it's not. It's not. So what their focus is going to be Marathon after this.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Marathon.
But
yeah, right.
What's really gonna happen is they're gonna keep the story going with those larger episodes that I was talking about earlier, where that's kind of what they're going to do, at least in terms of 2024. Now, what's happening after 2024, I don't know. I personally think they're going to have like a smaller crew that's going to continue to support the game and, you know, like keep it, you know, make sure the servers are good and do small updates here and there. But I think after 2024, I do think that they're kind of going to put Destiny behind them and kind of move on to Marathon and whatever other projects they're working on.
So you don't think like a Destiny 3 will ever come like later on in the years or whatnot? Really?
No, because the way this story is ending and and the lead up to everything, I think this is definitely going to be them kind of closing up everything, because we're coming towards the end. When you look at the story of the Traveler and what he's done, the Traveler has gone to a lot of, you know, the reason why there's the Hive, the Hive and the Fallen and all these other things, and how a lot of these enemies came about. The Traveler went to the Fallen first before they came to Earth, and he left the Fallen. So that's why the Fallen is our enemy, or were our enemy, and we're fighting to get him back and take control. Cabal being the war world that they are, in a species of war, they want to control the Traveler and destroy the Traveler as well. They want that power. When it comes to the Vex is an anomaly because they want to control. They view the Traveler and really Guardians as a glitch in their matrix, so to speak. And so they're trying to snuff out the Traveler and Guardians in order to rewrite time into their image and how they see fit. When it comes to the Hive are the way they are because the Worm Gods gave them the power, gave Oryx, Evil Wrath, Savathun, Crota, gave them all the power of what they have to wage war. And so that's what they're doing. So I think when it comes to Destiny and everything that's happened, and the reason why the Traveler was even running from planet to planet and doing what he was doing anyway was because he was always running from the Witness. So everything is leading up to this fight between the Traveler and the Witness. So we're going to have to stop the Witness to protect the Traveler, and that's going to be the end of all of this. Everything is going to end with this DLC. That's why it's called the Final Shape, because the Witness is trying to shape. The Witness is trying to shape the Traveler to his will and all this other stuff. So it's much deeper. I'm giving you a real watered down. I'm giving you a real watered down version of like the events that's happening, but there isn't going to be much story after this. I think they're going to do the Echo and the larger stories after the fact for this 2024 year, and then after that, I think the main focus is going to be Marathon and whatever projects they're working on.
So it's the final countdown.
Jeez.
Nah, yo, real talk. I appreciate your passion. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like when it comes to Destiny, man, the fact that you can break down all of that stuff, like I don't know what the hell you talking about. The Worm Gods, all that. I've heard some of the names for sure because I've been in party chats with you a lot, and I know some of it. But the fact that you are keeping up with this game like that, I know that you're not even just a fan, you're a super fan of it. So just to know that the game is gonna be, there's no like part 3 or nothing like that.
Yeah, I don't see a part 3. I think they're done after this.
And you're satisfied with that?
Yeah, I'm satisfied.
Okay. The Worm God is lit though. Shout out to the Worm God.
Yeah, the Worm Gods. I forgot their names, but
yo, did you see that video of like Australian like worm or sandworm?
Yeah, that worm game pulled out that shit scared the hell. I was like, Australia, I'm gonna have to wear steel toe boots everywhere I go, boy. That shit crazy.
Facts, man. Like Australia isn't like in my bucket list, but I don't know, man. I don't know if I'll survive, bro. I ain't built for that. But
I definitely want to go to Australia, but like, some of the shit I be seeing out there in terms of like animals they got, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We see you guys. Definitely appreciate you guys pulling up the What's Up PlayStation podcast. If you guys are enjoying the show so far, hit the like button. Hopefully you guys enjoy your stay here. And if you really, really enjoy, subscribe. If you really, 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 really enjoy, go and hit that membership button, man. Spam the emotes in the chat when you become a WUPS Nation member. But let's move it on. And let's get into the Gamescom, man. We're not going to go through every single game here at Gamescom because there's a lot of games, but we're just going to give our overall thoughts first off the show. And then we're going to highlight some of the games that, we're enjoying, or, I might just go down the list as far as, all right, so you feeling this, blah, 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 kind of, skim through it a little bit, man. So Persona, overall Gamescom 2023 opening night live thoughts from Jeff Keighley, man. Was it a good show? Was it a bad show? Was he feeling it? Was he not feeling it?
Yeah.
Was it looking good? Was it ugly? Does Bill Clinton want to play Gran Turismo 6? Oh no, GTA 6? I don't know. What's going on?
I do want to start with this, man. Some of you dudes, man, you ruin it for like everybody else with the weirdo shit that you do, man. Clout chasing,
facts.
And just like having no regard for like respect for people and the thing and the venues and the things they try to create, all in the name of clout or whatever it is. I don't know what it is at this point. I don't even want to blame it all on clout, man. I just think some of you are just stupid as fuck, right? Like jumping out on stage saying, Bill Clinton wants GTA, whatever. I don't know what it was, but like, real talk, like, that stuff is lame, bro. And stuff like that is why developers don't talk to us or talk to you. Or don't want to, come on people's podcasts or whatever. They distance themselves or they're putting themselves further and further away from the very community that they're making games for when it comes to certain instances, because you dudes are so weird. Like you're weird, and Jeff Keighley, and you do like this weirdo shit, right? But yo, when it comes to that whole situation, yo, Keely, you gotta up that security, bruh. You gotta up that shit, man, because like, yo, this is the second time that something like that has happened at your shows. You gotta spare that expense, man, and get that security up there, because if you're gonna have the general public come through and watch these shows as well, you gotta make sure the weirdos get checked at the door, and like, yo, no one can get on stage if they're not authorized to be on stage. You get what I'm saying?
Yo, have
Stuff
some
like,
mace in your pocket.
especially at the beginning of the show, like the very beginning, that should happen, bro. And then like Todd Howard, when he got on stage, yo, my man looked shook, bruh. Yo, he looked very uneasy on stage
in the crowd,
and I get that, bro, because like, yo, having some random run up on stage like that, yo, I would have my head on the swivel as well, because I'm like, yo, like, Keely, what's going on here?
On any other show, you know what happened right there?
He would have got stopped.
Exactly. It would have been stopped to make sure, all right, now we got to see what's going on. Is there anybody more like this? All right, we got to put people in front. He kept it going, you know what I mean? But
very professional.
Like, yo, it's not that's not safe, man.
Yeah,
that's a very discomfort situation right there that is going on. Like somebody just running up so quickly, so easily up on stage to just make some stupid ass announcement. What if it's something more even like malicious than that? You know what I mean? What if somebody want to punch you or slap you or stab you? Or you gotta up that.
You gotta up that security, man. Especially Game Awards, bro. I'd be surprised if some devs like just opt out because they're like, yo, or they gonna make sure like, yo, that security on point. Because
what they need to do, so like between the space between the stage and the actual audience, that needs to be larger. It needs to be larger.
Yeah.
So if you can see if somebody try to run up in there and whatnot, and you can just tackle him or whatnot. But
it's
crazy, man.
But in terms of the show itself, man, I had said this on Twitter. Like, I'm glad I didn't stream that, because I kind of would have been pretty disappointed.
What?
I do think there was some cool things there. I'm not taking away from that. I do think there were some really cool things there that had me excited. But sometimes with Keely, man, it's a hit or miss when it comes to some of these shows where I get you got to cater to everybody, right? Like, the show is not just for me, so I understand that. I'm not taking from that, but I do think that sometimes, watching this show, I was just like, and I know, my expectation, he said expectations was like, look, we ain't getting a bunch of brand new announcements and stuff like that. I get it. But I kind of wish we would have got some more announcements for some other things. And the fact that PlayStation wasn't there at all, I was like, yeah, it was felt. For me, it was felt not having PlayStation there at all. Like, not with no surprise, nothing. I'm just like, all right, like it's a wrap.
So what you give the show like a score or grade?
It's like a 5.5, 6 out of
10. Yo, you in a different ballpark. I mean, man, I'm giving it like a 7. I thought it was a pretty good show. And this is the reason why I think it was a pretty good show, because we're gonna list out some of the stuff here. Overall, I thought the pacing was pretty good. The announcements of some of the trailers are pretty hype, in my opinion. Certain games, like, I don't care for, but I felt like overall they had some pretty good announcements, especially when it comes to the fighting games. Grand Blue or whatnot. I think Call of Duty looked good, but let's go and break it down, right? So. Obviously, we're not going to talk about this game because it's not pertaining to PlayStation. But Little Nightmares, the first announcement, 3, it's pretty common that they get announced there at Gamescom. You with it, feeling it? Black Myth Wukong, how you liking that?
I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. But no year, no date. It's like, yo, this is like our 4th time seeing this damn game, bro. And that's what's factoring into like my scores. Like some of this stuff.
I'm with you
Black Myth. I'm like, yo, man, like this is our 4th time seeing this game, and you're not even giving me no date yet, bro. Like a window, like a release window, like summer 2025 or something. I'm just like, all right, man, y'all got it, man. Like, why hype that up? Not to give us some type of reassurance or something. You showed us a new trailer of some new stuff, which is cool. The game is looking great. There's no year, not even a year.
The game is looking amazing. To be honest with you, it looks like it's going to be a difficult, very, very difficult game. But You know what I mean? Wukong, I know he's gonna get powerful. And
I'm
I'm digging
Black
the
Myth
trailer.
Wukong looking like a myth. My fault, go ahead.
You're stupid, yeah.
My fault.
I mean, I can't wrong you for saying that, because when I thought it was going to be like at least a window there, when it was nothing, I was just like,
Oh, the chat saying, oh, they said summer 2024. I didn't see that on the stage. If they put that out somewhere else, then that's cool. All right, so 7/20/24.
That's
all
probably
cool.
that's probably the after conversation.
After,
We're talking about the opening night live as far as what it's shown. It was disappointing not to see like even having that at the end of the trailer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Killing Floor 3. I can't.
Yeah. Killing Floor 3.
I said Killing Floor 3. Killing Floor 3, man.
You know, I remember we played Killing Floor 2.
Yo, we was playing Killing Floor 2 a lot, man.
Killing Floor 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, all right, you got it. Yo, remember me, you, Court, Michi, the crew back in the day, man, used to play that a lot, man. So
yeah, man.
Killing Floor 3, I'm paying attention to that.
Yeah, it's just a fun, wave-based type game. Yeah, we had a lot of fun with it, man. Messing around with the different guns. The boss fights were pretty difficult. Yeah, another game with a lot of teamwork and all that stuff. So seeing that announcement, I was like, yeah, I'm with it. Then we got the whole movie stuff. We got Rebel Moon, Netflix video game adaptation announcement. Honestly, I don't remember the trailer. I'm not gonna play it.
The trailer looked okay, but I'm not at a game conference to see movie trailers. Respectfully, like keep that shit out of video game conferences. Respectfully,
yeah, like the movie trailer.
Then you mentioned that there's a game adaptation of this, but don't show the game.
Don't show the game.
Keep that movie shit out of here. Respectfully.
Yeah. The movie looked good, but at the end of the day, it's just like it's Gamescom, not MovieCon. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so you should have had like at least a teaser, showcasing how the game gonna look or whatnot for it. I guess people don't understand that mindset when it comes to gamers. Like, we're trying to see video games, you know what I mean? But the movie does look good. W the chat for the movie, for real. It looked good.
Yeah, that looks good.
Here's one that got people talking, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna actually showcase this one. Crimson Desert, man.
Fire. That looks great.
Persona, is this game real?
Really good. Yo, it's looking like it is, man. It looks great, man. That Crimson Desert looks fantastic. That Crimson Desert looks really, really good, man.
Yo,
I'm definitely gonna play that,
bro. Because I remember people talking about the game, and I was trying to remember what the game was, and I was like, oh, it was that game showing where the frame rate was just looking horrible.
the frame rate looks a lot better here.
Yeah,
a lot better.
It definitely looks a lot better here, man. But yo, this game looks super good. You know what I mean? These are the people that makes Black Desert. Shout out to Chris and my man Game Over Brian. Those guys play the game, and I forgot who the developer as well. So, oh yeah, Black Desert, I know that game. But yeah, hunts, arm wrestle, picking up goats. You can pretty much do everything.
Transforming into like this crow-like thing. I was like, yo, this like flight into like going into like riding a horse and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, this looks dope.
Yeah, the level of detail. In the outskirts.
There's definitely PC footage. There's definitely PC footage.
Sure,
I'm not going. They ain't gonna get me on that.
Sure.
Definitely PC.
I was definitely looking for like a circle or a square button or whatnot, but yeah,
shit, you can't even trust that these days.
Yeah, true, because they can definitely spoof it. But
yep.
Yeah, this game looks super good, man. Playing the flute, all that stuff, man. And I'm hearing that it's a single player game. So,
yeah. Yep.
I don't know how people feel about that, but it's a single player game, but it looks good, man. It looks super, super good. And the next game we have is Payday 3, man. Ice-T collaboration.
I'm good.
It's been a while since I played Payday, but I remember playing it on the PS3. It was cool. But it's coming out at a bad time.
I'm good.
Assassin's Creed Mirage, man. How you feeling?
I've seen enough of
trailer.
That. I've seen enough of that. I don't need to see more of that. I'm good. It's already being bought, so I'm good.
Okay.
I don't need to see no more of that.
And then we have Tekken 8.
Bari, now I know you hyped. I know you hyped.
Yeah, I'm hyped.
Steve got confirmed. Yeah.
Yo, really and truly, man. Two characters that I played. Well, Steve, I've been playing for a long time, but Leo, I've been playing her for since 7th, since the last game. Really like that character. got announced here, and I'm digging June. I think June is a dope character, so I'm pretty satisfied right now. Just waiting for that one more to be like super satisfied. But yeah, I'm locked in with Tekken 8, man. I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm locked in with my characters too, man. I got my Brian Fury and I got Asu, so I'm happy. This looks great, man. And we got a release date, man. February.
No, January.
No, January. Sorry, January 26th.
Yeah, I think you get to play a day early if you pre-order something like January 25th or something. But yo, 32 characters at launch.
Crazy.
They only announced 26 so far, I think. So you got a few more characters left. Yep. But yeah, Steve Fox got announced here. Leo, Yoshimitsu. It's the best Yoshimitsu by far. And I'm not saying that because, it's just a new spanking new game. Yo, Yoshimitsu looks dope as hell.
Yeah, his design. Yoshimitsu's design looks great. That looks great.
They announced the whole arcade mode. So similar to like Street Fighter and Grand Blue, you're going to have like, you make your little avatar or whatnot.
And they got a battle hub and all that. Yo, this Tekken 8 is gonna be it, man.
The customization
very excited
stuff.
for this.
You know what I mean? Tekken always had that customization stuff, but it just looks good that they're still supporting that stuff here, man. But yeah, Tekken 8 is looking pretty good. They got a collector's edition too, up in the Bandai Namco store. Oh, Dragunov as well got announced too. You know what I mean? He's back in the game too, man. And the Kuma bear, the panda bears, they're back. But overall, man, it's a complete package here, man, with Tekken 8. So I know a lot of people got super excited for Tekken 8 when they saw this trailer. I mean, for all the trailers, but yeah, I'm pretty sure if you guys are into Tekken, you're gonna be very satisfied with the information that came out, man. But like I said, January 26th, Tekken 8 is coming out. And if you guys want more information, like the fighting games and all that stuff, like I said, there is Plus Unblocked podcast every Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. Shout out to my bro Upchuck Gaming and Dreology. They do a fighting game podcast where they dedicate the news and information and all that stuff to fighting games, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be one of the things that they're going to be talking about in great detail with Tekken 8. So the links in the description. The links is also, Streamlabs is also posting that stuff. So if you guys haven't subscribed yet, definitely go and subscribe to my bros over there, man. So yeah, Tekken 8. Next thing, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 extended gameplay. Persona, how you feeling?
The gameplay looked really good. And it's no surprise because Call of Duty single player games always look good. I'm looking at that multiplayer, and I'm very surprised that they announced that was going to not happen. They weren't going to show that until October. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that confused me a little bit, man. Showing the multiplayer reveal and the beta is in October. You know what I mean? Which is kind of weird because, I was thinking like September-ish for that, but nope. You're gonna have to wait it out.
Yep.
You're gonna have to wait it out, man. And then the next game that we have here is, well, let's just speak on Call of Duty real quick. It looks good, single player wise. It looks good.
Yeah,
the story is always good in the new Modern Warfare franchise, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people's going to enjoy that. Then we have Nightingale release date trailer.
I'm good.
I don't remember that.
I'm good. I'm good.
And then we got Grand Blue Fantasy Relink release date trailer, man. New trailers out. Showcasing and talking about the primal beasts and the gods and the astral beings and how they're using the primal beasts to, what you're gonna be fighting against. But yeah, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, man, it is coming, but it's not coming this year. Persona, how we?
Yo, I knew it. I knew it wasn't going to release this year. I knew it because you bullshitting taking too long with the date. First you said in the summer, then you pushed it to August, then you pushed it to September. Like, yo, just say the game delayed, man. But February 1st.
Yeah, February 1st, but
February
January 28th, if you pre-order, you get 70-day early access.
70 days or 72 hours?
72 hours, my bad.
Yeah, 70 days.
70 days, that's like today.
We can play that now.
Yeah.
But I think it's a great time. Definitely, really. This game looks fantastic, bro, and it definitely looks even better
It looks
than
faster.
what we've seen before. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. I can't wait for the game. Already pre-ordered. But Side Games, let me pick a bone with you, man.
Talk
What's
about
good?
it.
What's good with this collector's edition? You announced the collector's edition. You showed the collector's edition, huh? But I can't buy the collector's edition. You say you go to Xseed. I go to Xseed, and I can't Xseed. I can't make that work. I can't buy it. Like, there's no way to buy. What's good? You don't want money?
So yeah, on their official website here, they have all the editions that you can pre-order. Let you know the digital edition. So this game, the base price is $60. Special edition is $80, and the digital deluxe is $100. And yeah, let me see what Steam. Yeah, Steam is just the $60. So the PlayStation side of things, if you get the special edition and the digital deluxe, you do get like the early access and all that stuff. So yeah, you get the early access, you get some sigils, you get the digital art book if you get the digital deluxe, you get the relink pack. Oh, so if you play the original game, I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me zoom in. If you play the original mobile game, you actually get a relink pack, like set armor and stuff like that, and items for the mobile browser game. And you also get like some in-game item sets here, but you do get that on the Steam as well. But like Persona said, they have the stuff here, digital wise, but the physical edition. To get anything physical, Xseed, you got to go to Xseed, but there's nothing available there yet. I did reach out to Xseed, and they did respond. They did say that they will have the physical versions of the game up on their website very soon. But when they do update everyone, they will let everybody know through social media sites and all that stuff. So I was very surprised that I even got a response from them. But they will be having that stuff up very, very soon. Kind of disappointed because I wanted to pre-order that, right away. But yeah, man, that's Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, man. 2024. It kind of do make sense. I'm not even upset, to be honest with you. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not even upset.
I knew it was getting delayed. I'm not surprised either, especially looking at the second half of the year. There's no way to put it.
Yeah. So I'm going to list off a few games right here as well, Persona. So we got Zenless Zone Zero, Lords of the Fallen. Oh, that's a gacha game, right? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Lords of the Fallen is looking better and better, man.
Yo, Lords of the Fallen looks fantastic, but it's releasing at a bad time, so I'm not picking it up.
Yeah. Yo, it is looking. Shout out to Chaos. Shout out to Chaos. He's into Lords of the Fallen. I think he's gonna be getting it. And then we have we got Sonic Superstars multiplayer trailer. The showcasing that there's gonna be like 4-player multiplayer and all that stuff in the game. Sonic Frontiers, the final Horizon update trailer showcasing Supersonic 2, what people are saying. The first Descendant open beta trailer.
Very
man.
Interesting.
We spoke about that I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. September open beta.
Looks good. Yeah, September 19th. Looks good. Yep.
Under the Waves.
I'm good.
Under the Waves. Fort Solace as well, another game that people was
good.
talking about. They got mixed feelings on that. Expeditions, the Mud Runner game.
I'm good.
Crew Motorfest.
I'm
Cyberpunk 2077, the Phantom Liberty, man. It looking good.
I'm good.
It's looking good. Persona.
I'm good.
It's looking good.
I'm good.
It's looking good.
I'm good.
Stormgate.
I'm good.
The Last Epoch. Room Master. Marvel Snap PC version announcement. That's a big one. That is a big one. I'm pretty sure. Go play Marvel Snap. You're gonna get addicted. I guarantee. I know you, bro. You're gonna get addicted to that. Armored Core 6 Fires Rubicon launch trailer. Warhaven new trailer. Mortal Kombat 1 showcasing Sindel, Shao Kahn, and who was the third person?
I thought not Shao Kahn. I thought it was Shao Kahn's son or something like that.
Oh yeah, like it's like a different
like
version.
That. I forget.
And Raiden.
Yeah, Raiden. Yeah, Raiden looks good.
Looking good, man. It's looking good.
This
I ain't even gonna hold you.
Man.
I'm not gonna hold you.
Great.
Mortal Kombat is looking good. It's looking
General
great,
Shao, that's his name.
General
not Shao
Shao.
Kahn. General Shao.
Oh, so that's not Shao Kahn. That's not Shao Kahn.
Rain. They showed Rain as well.
No, was Rain? No, Rain wasn't in this trailer. It was Sindel. General
Not
Shao.
Rain.
No,
Chuck
Rain
saying
was in
Rain.
the combat cast. Oh, was he in this? I don't know. Chuck probably know more than me. Like I said, you guys want to know about that stuff. Plus some Block podcast, they going to definitely break it down. But overall, like, it looks good. Mortal Kombat looking
Fantastic.
good.
Yep.
Then we have Ara, the History Untold.
I'm good.
Diablo 4, Season of Blood announcement.
I'm good.
Dustborn.
I'm good.
Thank goodness you're here.
I'm good.
Reveal trailer, and then last but not least, Alan Wake 2 trailer,
I'm
which
good.
it looks amazing. It's coming out at a time that I'm not going to be able to play it.
I'm good.
I mean, so that's Gamescom. Overall, I gave it a 7 out of 10, man. 7 out of 10.
6. Yeah. I'm floating around a 6. Yeah, 6.
I'm with it. I'm not upset at it. But just to jump back onto Firewall Ultra, they did release a roadmap for the game. Talking about post launch stuff. Giving us some more details here for the game. There's a trailer here, but it's in launch content. In total, there will be 8 different maps in Firewall Ultra at launch. Each of which is fully playable in our both popular intense 4v4 PvP mode contracts, as well as our newly revealed 4-player co-op PvE mode, which is very fun, to be honest with you. And yo, like I said, if you play the first game, you're gonna know the PF5 is a different beast, man. Everything just looks better, sharper, more detail going on in the game. Where's the roadmap stuff here? Perhaps more looking for a brand new map, Firewall Ultra. Crossroads. This map takes place on the street of the Middle Eastern city shortly after local rebel we're here firefight. This is no, this I know they had like a picture thing here. Oh, here we go. Post-launch roadmap right here. So they have a post-launch roadmap here giving you the Operation 1, Operation 2, Operation 3 stuff. 60 new awards, new contract, new skill, new weapon, other awards encrypted. And you're pretty much getting all of that throughout the first year of the game, including 2 new maps and 2 new co-op modes. Very interested in that, to see what's going on. So they're saying here, as you can see above, the first operation will include 60 rewards that you can unlock by completing assignments. Those awards will be a mixture of additional contractors with new equipable skills and 1 weapon, new weapon attachment, cosmetics, in-game currency, and boosters to help you make your time in the game more efficient. Operators will be live for about 3 months, after which point we'll transition into a new operation. New operations will be live for about 3 months. We'll transition to a new operation and we'll repeat this process. So that's a lot of goddamn content coming into the game. VR, like I say, if you guys are into VR, you're looking for a really, really fleshed out, really, really good experience. Firewall Ultra is definitely that game. If you guys been looking for that tactical, multiplayer type game, this is definitely a game to play as well, man. And it's good to see that there's further support coming to the game for an entire year, which is always good in my opinion to know that stuff. But it's going to be a lot of content going forward for the game. And like I said earlier, First Content Entertainment was in the chat letting us know about all the stuff that they're going to be fixing with the game, and they see the feedback and they're going to be addressing it. That's their first priority. Is to address some of the multiplayer and matchmaking stuff for the game. So shout out to First Contact Entertainment coming through and letting us know all that stuff there, man. Well, how you feeling about the whole post-content stuff, Persona?
I think it's good. I love to see a roadmap. Like when Des put out a roadmap like that,
hell yeah,
that always makes me happy, because that means that they've already kind of pre-planned for the future and there's a plan in place.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. So that has me excited. Can't wait to see that content and those changes and whatnot come to fruition.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Let's get it on. Let's move it along here. Change the pace of games real quick as we talk about No Man's Sky, man. getting a full new update called No Man's Sky Echoes, and they're getting a PlayStation VR 2 update. So No Man's Sky always had like a PlayStation VR update, and I'm pretty sure you could have played it on the PlayStation VR 2 as well. But now they have a full-fledged, foveated rendering, the things that the PlayStation VR 2 take advantage of. So the points that you're looking at is going to be fully rendered, where the areas that you're not looking at is going to be like, I don't know what they call it, but it's everything that you're viewing is fully rendered. Everything to the side is not like super detail, just so you can have that performance and that quality and look up to snuff as you see it throughout the game. This is very prevalent in like games like Horizon, Call of the Mountain. Beautiful game and all that stuff. It's finally coming to No Man's Sky and all that, man. So big update for them. The fact that
No Man's Sky is looking like the definitive space adventure experience.
Yo, bro, this is all the updates right here, bro. What game, yo? Like, if they don't win like an award for like, you know, the Game Awards be having like supported games and whatnot. It be having like
yeah.
What's that game? The it's like the mech. It's not a mech game. It's called War or something. I forgot the name of the game, but they always have that. They be having like Rainbow Six in there, Fortnite in there. If No Man's Sky is not a nominee in that category, I don't know. I don't even know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you, bro. But yo, shout out to Sean Murray and No Man's Sky, and Hello Games. Listen, man, they turned that game around, man. They turned it.
Facts.
They turned that thing around.
To see where they started, to see where they at now, that glow up is great to see, man. For real.
Yep. And another quick update as well. This has been a common thing here when it comes to some of these games, man. Ethernights, a game I'm pretty excited for. I'm pretty sure Persona excited as well. It's now launching September 12th. From its prior release,
this is
good. Later in the month. This is good.
This is like the 28th or something. It was coming out like towards the end of the month, which is good because it gives me more time with Adventures of Die. It gives me more time with this game. Because Ethernights is definitely a game that I've been looking forward to for a minute. So I'm excited to play this and get into this. So shout out to the Ethernight devs and whatnot.
Yeah, the demo is really good. Fun combat system. But it's going to have more of that, Persona vibe, building up
relationships and stuff like that. Yo, shout out to Steady Flow for the super chat. It says also No Man's Sky is on sale on the PlayStation Store for $30 before August 31st. Shout out to you. Appreciate you for that info. And then shout out to Henry Heck. Appreciate you for the super chat. He says, if they can make up awards for Phil, they can make one up for No Man's Sky. That's funny.
Yo, y'all crazy, man.
Y'all are wild, man.
Y'all are crazy, man. Yo. Shout out to everybody that subscribed today on the channel, man. Hopefully you guys enjoy your stay here at What's Up PlayStation Podcast and get familiar with the content, man. We got a lot of content on here, man. Here on the channel. And then one of the other quick news here involves Fortnite Persona. New update is here, which goes live. But the reason why I'm not putting it up here is because Ahsoka.
She crazy. Coming, yo, they work so damn fast, bro.
Yeah, she's coming to Fortnite, man. Like, yo, the fact that they are rendering these characters and incorporating them so quick in the world it's kind of crazy, man. It's kind of crazy, man. She looked good. She looked at the younger version.
She looked good. Yeah, she looks great. Crazy.
You know what I mean? Crazy. And then the final news that we have here, before we get into the topic, is there's possibly a new update coming for Final Fantasy 16 in September. Where they're updating like the arcade mode, the arcade mode, adding more stuff to it. So Final Fantasy 16 announced in September 2023 update to adjust arcade mode. They're saying this update would adjust the player evaluation and how one performs in battles in arcade mode. A new leaderboard will be implemented, rendering the previous one moot. Further details were not provided. Achieving high ranks in arcade mode was far too simple, but it's nice to see the effort being spent. Hopefully make it more demanding. So arcade mode, people was going at playing through some of the older, levels or whatnot, getting like, high ranks and all that stuff in the game. I messed around with like probably like one time with arcade mode. I didn't really mess around too much with it. But it's good that, you know, they updating the game, you know, keeping it fresh or fixing certain things. So if you guys want to get your high scores right now in arcade mode for the leaderboard
mode. That Jamaica came out real quick mode.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Definitely go and get that, even though they're going to delete it. Definitely go get your little high ranks up in there in the arcade mode. Mod. Oh yeah, shout out to there's some other stuff that came in too, man. So shout out to so we got some stuff up here. Shout out to Upchuck Gaming with a 13 months for being WUPS Nation member. He said, "What up, fellas? Appreciate the pod every Saturday. Final Fantasy 16 is currently my game of the year."
Hey, as it should be.
Like I said, Chuck, he hosts Plus Some Block podcast with Dreology 619 every Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. It's Plus Some Block. But go ahead, my bad.
Yo, shout out to Jenna Hayes too for the super chat. She says, "Stop lying, Bari. You know Starfield is the best space game."
Yeah, shout out to Jenna Hayes as well. Shout out to John Baptiste. I'm doing the early ones. Shout out to John Baptiste with a $5. Said, "Have you guys played Fort Solace? If so, what do you guys think about it?" Nah, we haven't played Fort Solace, John. We haven't played it. And then we had Tricelsius with 9 months of being a WUPS Nation member. He said, "What up, Persona? What up, Bari? Always a fun show with you guys. Have a blessed day."
Hey, shout out to Tricelsius.
I think you got the steady flow.
Kali, so we got a Kali Yuga. Appreciate you for the $10 super chat. Says, "Project Mugen, Where the Winds Meet, and Banisher's Ghost of New Eden looking so good from Gamescom."
Project Mugen.
You know, that Banisher's game, I might have seen that in the store, seen some gameplay of that. That might be something that I am interested in. I gotta see. And then shout out to Upchuck Gaming. Appreciate you for the super chat. Says, "Clive is greater than Cloud." I agree. He's definitely stronger than Cloud. And then shout out to C Hundo. Appreciate you for the super chat. It says, "Keep on working, fellas." Shout out to you, C Hundo. Appreciate you, man. Clive is definitely stronger than Cloud. It's better as well.
No, he's not.
He's better in every way possible. He's also got a better attitude.
I would say something right now, but I don't want to spoil the game. But no, he's not. But yo, the fact that Upchuck Gaming come up in this goddamn chat and post that disrespect with a super chat,
crazy.
It's crazy. I'm appalled.
The audacity
of this man, the disrespect, Cloud Strife in this chat.
Funny.
Yo, then we got Nuts on Chin.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna let you read that one. Go ahead.
He said, "Yo, Mass Effect Legendary Collection is still my game of the year." I mean, that game came out at PS4, man. You know what I mean? But shout out to you, man. Appreciate the super chats, man. But if you guys made it this far in the show, you guys know the vibes. Here are your trophies, silver and golds.
Fire.
Y'all racking up, man. Y'all racking up. You know what I mean? This is the easy plat. It's the easy trophies, man. I thought you guys were against easy trophies.
Nah, they love them. They love them, man. They love to see them numbers go up. You heard?
Yes, sir. But let's get into the final pretty much topic, man. This is just pretty much a simple question. You know what I mean? You guys thought we wasn't going to talk about this? Huh? There was somebody in the chat right now that doubted What's Up PlayStation podcast, Persona. They doubted me and you.
The audacity.
You should know us already. And we know you. You know us like we know you, but you know us like we know you. You should already know that we was going to talk about this. The fact that somebody's in this chat, I know you're in there. I know you're in the chat and you doubted us. It's like, oh, Bari and Persona, they're not going to talk about this topic, man. They're not going to talk about it. What are they going to talk about? Oh my God. Oh. God of War. We got
Here we
a
go.
leak.
Here we go. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
We got a leak from the snitch. You know, I mean, that's known to put out stuff. You know, when it comes to pertaining with gaming. You know, what I mean, he has some misses. But he definitely has some hits. And he's saying Project God of War Ragnarok DLC is on the way. Here we go. So my question to you, Persona, 1, do you believe it? 2, let's dive into fantasy if this is true. What would you like this DLC to be? Who would you like this DLC to be about? What would you like for this DLC to pertain? Talk to me, Persona.
I'm kind of 50-50 on if this is true or not. Only because, you know, Sony Santa Monica was pretty adamant about there not being DLC with this game and that they were wrapping things up when it comes to the story. I think how it ended kind of left the door cracked for DLC or a third game, at least. In terms of DLC, what I would want to see is definitely see, you know, Kratos and Angrboda, because Kratos and Angrboda, not Kratos, Atreus and Angrboda, because Atreus was going off to find, find himself or whatever, him and Angrboda. So I would love to see what those adventures look like, especially when you look at the wood section of the game and how they interacted so well, and the combat was really fun, and you fought her grandmother and all that stuff. I was like, yo, this would be dope as like its own little game. Like that felt like its own game inside of a game. You feel me? Especially with Atreus and his combat style compared to Kratos. So if there was DLC to happen, I would love for it to be Atreus and Angrboda for sure.
Okay, you want to follow that storyline of finding the giants or whatnot.
Yeah, finding the rest of the giants and stuff like that. Yeah, I would love to see that story. Plus, I like the Atreus combat. I thought his combat was really fun.
The thing is, I would see that more so as like a actual like sequel or iteration of a game. You know what I mean? Because
he's older and stuff like that.
Yeah,
right?
that is that is like a full-fledged mission that he's taking a part of, and it's something that strongly pertains to like story. You know what I mean? Like DLC, I'm not saying that DLC can't be strongly pertains to story, but that is something I would like to see in like a sequel. I'm with you though, but I would like to see that like if they was going to do God of War, Ragnarok, whatever it's going to call 3 or whatnot, you know, the trilogy game. But for me, y'all already know the vibes. I want to see that wonderful, that beautiful, that gorgeous woman,
Freya.
Danielle Basutti, continue. And I want to see some Freya DLC. Kratos, Freya, cleaning up the rest of Midgar. I want to see more of that, and that's what I want if they're going to do a DLC. That is something that, you know, here on What's Up PlayStation Podcast, we definitely told Danielle, was like, hey, we want to see that. We want to see some more Freya.
I wouldn't mind seeing Thrud as well, man. Wielding the hammer and all that. Yeah, I would love some Thrud DLC, because the way that one section, when you get to that one area, I don't want to spoil it for nobody, even though the game been out almost a year. Where you see what happens. I wouldn't mind seeing some Thrud DLC as well.
I like that, and her. I think that gameplay would easily be implemented because the axe kind of work like how Mjolnir works. So but yeah, I actually like that, bro. I like that a lot. Yeah. I like that one a lot. You know what I mean?
I could definitely see some Thrud DLC.
There's so much angles you can take when it comes to like a God of War expansion or DLC. But really, truly, I would want to see Kratos, Freya.
I feel like
they said they was going to do.
If it was going to be DLC with Kratos and Freya, I think it would be centered around Sindri and trying to get his forgiveness, and him probably going off to the dark side, and because like, yo, the way that ended with him, that relationship ain't fixed, man. Like something's definitely brewing there.
Well, it's more with him and Atreus that got the beef.
Kratos as well, man, because you saw how he was acting towards Kratos too. I think it's both of them. I think it's more so to Atreus as well, but he definitely not feeling Kratos at all either. Like real talk, he not. Yeah. I could see him kind of getting like evil as so, and going through some stuff and doing some crazy stuff as well. And that be like a DLC where like Kratos and Freya have to kind of clean up his messes and reconcile that relationship in that situation.
Back in, that would be ugly for them, man. Them dwarves are all over the goddamn realm. So
them dwarves don't play, man. And they can wield their power is crazy. So like that would, especially like towards the end, the power he was showing off. I was like, damn, bro, this dude Sindri. Don't play with Sindri.
Yeah, he's just upset, man. But yeah, there's so many different angles we can take with this DLC. Not saying that this is real, this is true. We're just speculating here. But do you think it's something true? Do you believe it? You said no, right?
I'm 50-50. I'm 50-50 because we didn't think there was going to be a DLC for Horizon, and we got that. So I'm 50-50.
Yeah, like
I figured the way Horizon Forbidden West ended, they would just do the third game. I didn't think we were going to get that in between DLC with what we got for Burning Shores. So that's why I'm kind of like 50-50. I won't say 100% no, because then when you look at something like The Last of Us, they said that was over, or that they weren't, they've told that story, or like there's no DLC or whatever. So I don't know, man. I'm 50-50 on it. I'm really 50-50 on it. Real talk. What about you?
Yo, look at Twitter, yo. Twitter on it. So they're saying there's no official. This is Twitter that's like, putting this here under the tweet, right? It said there's no official God of War Ragnarok new DLC. Santa Monica said that DLC is unlikely due to the Norse saga has been concluded with Ragnarok. You know what I mean? This tweet has been made for bait and views.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like that snitch dude, I wouldn't really put a lot of faith into him because it's not the real snitch dude. I think he sold his Twitter account to somebody else or something like that. Something like that happened.
This is a different dude.
I believe. I could be wrong on that, but I thought I remember seeing that like the snitch sold his account, to somebody else. So I don't know. Either way, I'm 50-50 on it. I'm 50-50.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards the optimistic side. I feel like it just makes perfect sense for you to continue a DLC. Look how good Burning Shores would have done for.
Well, look how good God of War did just as sales alone. So I could definitely see PlayStation saying, "Hey, I know you said no DLC, but let's get something brewing."
And really and truly, if you completed Ragnarok, there's it's not like there's any 100.
They left that door cracked.
Yeah, there's not 100% closure there. There's still like you can explore certain things. Look how much angles we just listed here.
Yeah. The door is cracked. The door is definitely cracked. Especially with Atreus and Angerboda, that door is cracked. They left that door ajar so that if they want to, they can walk straight through and keep it going. So
or if it's like Atreus or Angerboda, it will probably be like a Lost Legacy thing where it's like their own type of expansion.
Like a side game type of thing that doesn't really necessarily tie directly into a Kratos's story or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or they can take the Miles Morales route. You never know.
Yep.
But guys, if you guys made it this far in the show, here's your platinum trophy. Here's the PlayStation 4 version. I mean, we definitely, hopefully you guys really enjoyed the show, man. Like I said, if you did, hit the like button. It's greatly appreciated. It definitely helps with the algorithm and helps grow the channel as well. But yeah, Persona, give us your outro. Let the people know what's going on with you.
Yes, sir.
And tell us about the greatest nation. PlayStation
Absolutely.
Nation.
Yo, listen, first off, man, big shout out to the community, the WUPS community, man, the WUPS Nation members. Anybody new finding our channel for the first time, hope you enjoyed your stay. We hope you enjoyed we earned your like and your subscribe. Also, big shout out to the Firewall Ultra devs, man, pulling up in the chat, man, rocking out with us a little bit as well, and sharing the podcast out. We definitely appreciate the devs over there at Firewall Ultra, and we appreciate you. Thank you. For me, man, guys, I'm still on a sabbatical. I'll be back in September, so it's not going to really be a sabbatical. So I'm really not going to be on doing any content this week on my channel at all. But September, September comes back. When September rolls around, I'll definitely do a show explaining everything and start putting out some content and stuff like that. I needed a break, man. I'll be honest. Like even like I said, I don't even be on social media like that too much. Just to post gameplay. But you can't follow me on Twitter at Persona Speaks. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel because I am coming back in September. Gaming with Persona. And yeah, man, yo, listen, it's a lot of great games out, man. I'm trying to get through some of these games because September is gonna be another month where it's a lot of crazy releases, and then October, get the hell out of the way. It's Spider-Man 2 time. If you're not Spider-Man 2, get the hell out the way. Respectfully.
Big facts.
But yeah, with that being said, yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. We hope you enjoyed episode 138 of What's Up PlayStation Podcast. And we'll see you guys next time.
Yo, should we make this announcement? So October, it's been a while since we did like a giveaway here at WUPS. And I think October is the perfect month to do something like that. It's definitely guaranteed that we're gonna be doing like some Spider-Man 2 giveaways, due to the fact like the collector's edition comes with like a digital version of the game. But we're gonna make it a lot more fun and how to win that deluxe edition of Spider-Man 2. So we're gonna implement like a challenge out here. And next week we'll announce it much more because it's gonna be the first of the month and we'll have everything set up. But we'll just give you a little preview here. It's definitely gonna be a Spider-Man 2018 Miles Morales challenge for who can do the best like scenario or combos within the scenario in order to win a copy, digital deluxe copy of Spider-Man 2 from me and Persona here at What's Up PlayStation Podcast. We'll have how to set that stuff up, as far as like what you got to do, what you got to put in there, like, hashtag or, join a Discord or whatnot. But I think it's going to be fun, man, just to see what stuff people can do, combos and all that stuff, what they can do, within either Spider-Man 2018 or Miles Morales. You know what I mean? And then me and Persona will be here, to judge it and watch it and see what you guys got, man. And we'll pick the winner live, but we'll go into more details, like I said, next week when we plan it out a little bit more. But yeah, October, we'll do some giveaways, man. Some PSNs, you know what I mean? Probably some PlayStation Pluses and all that stuff. That's to show our appreciation for you, you guys supporting What's Up PlayStation Podcast. Not judging the podcast before listening to it.
That happens quite a bit.
we know. We know. We got the deets.
Shout out to Viper as well for the super chat. It says Horizon DLC in order. Frozen Wilds, Burning Shores, using elemental logic on armor, shocking fields for Horizon 3. Question mark. We'll have to just wait and see.
Yeah, so they bring more of that RPG-ness into like armor sets and all that stuff. Yeah, I can see that. But he said, when's the next Street Fighter 6 tournament? It's gonna be in September. I haven't announced it fully yet. But we're just gonna find a weekend in September to do it. To do World Warriors 2 for the online arcade. So in September, definitely look out. Like September is gonna be a busy month. Gaming wise, announcements and all that stuff. It's coming because not only with Street Fighter, you most likely incorporate a Mortal Kombat one as well. So definitely stay tuned. Those announcements will come, man. But for the outro, we definitely appreciate you guys coming here at What's Up PlayStation Podcast. Like I said before, if you guys enjoy, hit the like button, man. It don't cost you a thing to hit that like button, and it definitely helps out the channel if you want to see What's Up PlayStation Podcast grow. Also in September, look for us in like iTunes or Spotify or Google Play. That is coming as well for the What's Up PlayStation Podcast. So definitely be on the lookout on all those podcast media sites or whatnot for the show, man. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. If you guys want to, enjoy some other content, I do have some Atlas Fallen stuff on there. I will be posting, some Armor Core stuff. And I did post my, detailed thoughts about the the Portal and whatnot. I will have some more Atlas Fallen stuff. I think I'm going to do like a short mini review for Atlas Fallen. And also some other videos to showcase some stuff, like some secrets or whatnot to do in the game. Because I was looking through like my my captures. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember I captured this because I wanted to showcase that this works here or this you can do this here. But I just haven't uploaded that stuff because I've been lazy, to be honest with you. But hopefully this week I let us publish those things. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much it, man. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of y'all weekend, and definitely stay tuned for Plus Unblocked podcast tomorrow at 11:30 p.m. Eastern time with Upchuck Gaming and Dreology 619. But that's it, man. Persona, take us away. We are gone. Episode 138 is in the books. And Persona, we end with.
Always remember, guys, What's Up PlayStation Podcast is a podcast for the community, by the community. And we'll see you guys next Saturday. Same time, same place, same crew, the WUPS crew. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Peace.